on the Rogues Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch. It is a picture-perfect Wednesday afternoon and evening in the Rogue Valley. It's game 1 of 2 between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck Show. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Medford 16-7 overall in the season, 5-4 in Pacific Empire League action. Rogues dropping that rubber game of that 3-game set against the Healdsburg Prune Packers over the weekend. But that was a very competitive series between the Prune Packers and the Rogues. Those two teams will see each other in the next couple of weeks down in the Golden State of California. But it was just a matter of 5 or 6 plays that made the difference in that series loss for the Rogues, but it was a very competitive series. The Rogues took game 1 on a walk-off 7-6 victory off the bat of Larson Custer. Rogues had a great pitching performance on Saturday, but the offense could not back up starter Herman Luna. He went 8 innings on the hill, but got the loss, giving up 4 runs. The only 4 runs on that Saturday night against the Prune Packers, and then a tough one on Sunday. It was a 5-4 game heading to the 9th inning, and then a 5-run frame put up by the Healdsburg Prune Packers, and that put the game out of reach. But the Rogues look to try to get themselves back in the win column. These 2 games do not count towards the overall record, and it does not count towards the stats, but you take on a very good Lydo's Lab program out of Eugene. They are led by a former Rogue. Take a look at the opposition. It is the Lydo Labs, 12-1 overall in this 2026 campaign, and they are going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. A lot of high schoolers in the state of Oregon on this squad in 2026. A lot of class of 2027, a lot of class of 2028 guys on this squad for the Lydo Labs, led by head coach by Carson Lyden, guy who played for the Rogues way back in the day. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the Labs can bring to the table on this beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Take a look at the standings and the out-of-town scoreboard. That's brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinet. Take a look at the standings. It's Humboldt and Healdsburg tied for first place. They are both 7-2 overall on the season. In league action, Lincoln is in 3rd place. They are 6-4. The Rogues are slotted in the 4th place spot. They are 5-4. West Coast Kings and the Solano Mudcats tied with a record of 5-6. And the Marysville Giants, who will be coming to the Rogue Valley on Friday through Sunday, they are 1-12. Take a look at some of the scores from across the Pacific Empire League. Healdsburg already out to a 5-0 lead against the Marysville Giants. That is Italian Heritage Night in the Sonoma Valley, and they are on the top. They'll be getting going at 7:05 p.m. at the Arcata Ballpark against the Bay Area Force. So it's the Force and the Crabs. And the California Tigers take on the Lincoln Potters. California Tigers have been a very impressive squad to watch in 2026, giving the Prune Packers a run for their money before heading up to the Rogue Valley. So it's the Prune Packers and the Giants in league play. California Tigers taking on the Lincoln Potters. Take a look at the starting pitchers for today's contest. Going for the Lydo Lab, it's Andrew Rodeman, guy who's going to be playing baseball in the next couple of years out of Sheldon High School. Is verbally committed to the University of Oregon. And countering for the Rogues, young man from Stockton, California, Aden Bowman gets the start for the Rogues. This game does not count towards the stats. Aden Bowman this season, 4 games, 3 starts, 10 innings on the hill, 5.40 ERA, 1 win, no losses, and 7 strikeouts to 7 walks in 2026. Once again, welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. I was able to sit down with one of the newest members of the Medford Rogues, Chanz Flores, a guy who just got engaged in late May, and also a guy who played a little bit of baseball for the Corvallis Knights, just wrapped up his JUCO career with Lynn Benton Community College. Plus, we go one-on-one with head coach Kevin Olmstead. It is a beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley, wind blowing into the ballpark as usual, but it is just a picture-perfect Chamber of Commerce Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues, 6:35 first pitch. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreenscn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Welcome back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues Player Spotlight, and our guest today is from Vancouver, Washington, Chanz Flores. Chanz, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, my friend. Okay, first year in the Rogue Valley. How have you liked it so far?
It's amazing. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great weather. I've never been to Medford before, but everybody's so welcoming, and it's just a great time.
It's been a great time seeing you in different positions with the Rogues. How did you become a Medford Rogue, first of all?
So I was originally looking for a place to play for summer ball. And originally I was on a 10-day with the Corvallis Knights. And that was a lot of fun. And then that ended with, obviously. And then so I got onto with Kevin and stuff. He messaged me saying that there's an opportunity for me to come out here and play for the Rogues. So took that opportunity. It's great to be here.
And you just wrapped up your career at Lynn Benton Community College. What did you learn about yourself playing in the NWAC?
Playing in the NWAC, it's so much fun. I wish Lynn Benton was a 4-year just because of the team and everything and just how close guys get. Just like every year, it's just a great family. And I can always say that. I can always go back to, I can talk to anybody, just through the 2 years and stuff. But it's just a great time.
It's been a great time in the Rogue Valley for you as well. But more importantly, you made the announcement you just got engaged in May. Yep. So take me through that.
Yeah, May 26th was when I proposed, popped the question. Her name's Audrey, and it was at Seaside. And it was great. I was super nervous. I was shaking like crazy, but it was amazing. It was amazing.
Was popping the question a lot more nervous than having a big game?
Yeah, 100%. Even though I've been with her for 4 years now, it's just no matter what, I knew I was gonna be nervous, but it was it was amazing. It was amazing.
And you grew up in Vancouver, Washington. You went to Hudson Bay High School. Talk about baseball in Vancouver, Washington.
Baseball in Vancouver, Washington. It's something. It's great. Anywhere in Vancouver is a great place to play, and the baseball is competitive, and yeah, it's great.
Any stories of playing baseball there?
None off the top of my head. I can't really. That was, I don't even know how many. That was a few years ago. I can't remember anything. But.
And this is your first year in the Rogue Valley. Have we gone fishing? Have we gone golfing so far?
Not yet. I mean, I was just hanging out with Preston's uncle and stuff, and it's been great just hanging out with him and his family and stuff. So.
And that is Preston Daniels, your college teammate this year. Oh, is that kind of cool to have a familiar face here on the Rogues?
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome because just have that comfortability, just knowing somebody on here, just going in and being familiar with Preston stuff. And it was great because it just set up perfectly with the host family and stuff, just because he was already moved in with his uncle and everything worked out. So.
And we're about to hit that. We are at the halfway point in this 2026 season. I know that you're currently looking for a school to be able to pursue your academic and athletic career, but what's that one thing you want to be able to take to that future school, what you've learned here in the Rogue Valley?
I mean, a big thing for me is just like team chemistry. I'd say is a big part in where I'm trying to find like a great school, a good school to play at, and just an opportunity just to, show my talent and stuff.
All right, it's before the game. You're going to the gas station, Chanz. What are you getting at the gas station?
Gas station? I'd say I chew a lot of gum, so I get like 5 gum. And then Spitz cracked pepper seeds. And then yerba madre, just berry lemonade. Yep.
Very unique taste there.
Uh-huh. Yep. I drink a lot of yerbas, The caffeine, I just love the tea.
I know you talked about your fiance a little bit ago. Let's talk. Hey, want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, shout out to my dad, Richard Flores. He's the GOAT. He's my best friend. I freaking love my dad. And then my mom, she's also my best friend, Nicole Flores. Shout out to them. They're great people. They raised me right.
That's well said, my friend. Chanz, thank you so much for hopping on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Good luck out there tonight and have a great rest of the summer.
Hey, thank you so much.
That is our Rogues Player Spotlight, Chanz Flores. When we come right back after this, we go one-on-one with head coach Kevin Olmstead. Game 1 and 2 between the Lydo's Labs and the Medford Rogues. Keep it locked in on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We are getting closer to first pitch between the Lydo Labs and the Medford Rogues. Time to go one-on-one with the coach, Kevin Olmstead. Coach, how are you? Happy Wednesday.
Brian, I'm doing great. Happy Wednesday.
Coach, couple of days off. What did you do during the off days?
Oh, boy. Well, my old coach came to visit. One of my buddies and fellow colleague, coach of mine, came to visit as well. So we went golfing for 3 days. We played 9 today. Went to Stone Ridge yesterday. Went to Centennial the day before. So got after it. Saw a lot of alumni that I actually was privileged enough to coach at Lassen when I was coaching there too. And so that was really good seeing them. Got to see Luke Morgan, who is a former Rogue, pitching for Oregon, and so got to play golf with him today. So it was a good time. It was really much needed couple day off for me, and it was much needed seeing those guys for a couple days.
Biggest question is, Coach, how is the golf swing looking?
Oh my God, I'm dialed. My drives, oh my God, I was bombing it down the fairway. But I shot decent. I shot an 88 first day. Me and my brother shot a 77 second day together in a little scramble in Stone Ridge. And then today went to Meadow Creek, or Stewart Meadows, sorry. Shot okay, I shot a 42. But my drives were on point today. And the days before, it was awesome.
Coach, we didn't get a chance to talk a little bit over the weekend, but that was a great competitive series, like from our vantage point in the press box. But it was a great series overall, but not the results you wanted to see over the weekend.
Yeah, they went toe to toe, or my guys went toe to toe with them every single inning besides one. And so they should be super stoked. They should be proud of themselves. They should understand how good of baseball players they are, because they competed with some of the best big name schools in the nation, and so there's nothing, wrong to say about losing the series against that team. Healdsburg's a very talented team. They're going to continue to be talented in this month of July. So, but we played super well. I'm so happy for them. Hopefully we can keep that up for this month and make a playoff push.
In that middle game of that 3-game series, it was a game that went an hour and 58 minutes, and that was a very fast-moving game, especially with Herman Luna pitching and Chandler Day on the other side for Healdsburg. In your coaching career, have you ever been a part of a game that went that fast?
Oh, shoot, Brian. Probably. I don't know. That was one of the quicker games that I have been a part of, but, throughout my time playing and coaching, I'm sure there was quicker games.
Coach, now you turn your attention to a couple of non-league games, your final non-league games of the regular season, and then you dive back into Pacific Empire League action starting on Friday night against the Marysville Giants. See the Lydo Labs tonight and tomorrow, and this is the high school team. We saw a high school team last year, the Bombat Northwest. What do you expect from Lydo's Labs tonight?
They're going to be a solid group. Just like Bombats last year, they were good players. This team has some very good names around Oregon, and so they're going to compete their butts off. I'm sure they're going to be excited playing a team like us, and so it's going to be a good experience for both sides. It's going to give these guys good exposure of what they need to work up to and do on their off season after the summer. It's going to give our guys, some guys give them a day off or two, as well as giving some guys chances that necessarily didn't have a ton of chances earlier in the summer.
And it is game 1 of 2 between the Rogues and the Lydo Labs. But let's go back to that series against Healdsburg. I know that was a tiring series, but it looks like the guys look refreshed after the 2 days off.
Yeah, no, 2 days off after that big series, that's big time, especially coming here today playing Lydo Labs. It's going to be really good for us going back into the league on Friday. And so they're energized, they're cool, calm, and collected. They're excited about what they did last weekend too. And so they did their thing.
Aden Bowman gets the start tonight. What do you want to see from him?
Just competing in the strike zone. Last outing, he really couldn't find his off speed for a strike, and so if he's going to throw that, one, he needs to establish his fastball in the zone, and two, he needs to work that secondary pitch in the zone better.
Coach, I always ask you this question: keys to victory?
Yeah, just keep competing. These guys do a really good job competing, and so we just have to stay with it. We're in the dog days of summer. Happy July, by the way. And so it's super easy for players to be complacent. Super easy for players to say, all right, I already got my at-bats. I'm ready to go home in a few weeks. And so they just need to continue to stay the course every single day.
Coach, always a pleasure, my friend. Good luck out there, and I'll see you after the game.
Go Rogues!
That's head coach Kevin Olmstead joining us on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. When we come right back after this, we have lineups and first pitch scheduled for 6:35 p.m. It's the Lydo Labs and the Medford Rogues. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It is a Chamber of Commerce Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. It's game 1 of 2 between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Hi everybody, my name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Starting lineup right now being introduced to the crowd at Harry and David Field. Medford in their green jerseys, the black trim with the white pants. Lydo Labs rocking the red jerseys and the white pants on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies overhead, and of course the wind blowing strongly into the ballpark. It is going to be a very interesting one. These two games do not count towards the overall record and the overall stats for the Rogues, but it's a couple of good games to get yourself back mentally before diving back into Pacific Empire League action. It all begins tonight on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Now send it down to Greg Roberts for the playing of the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, remove your caps, and join us for the playing of the national anthem presented by Rockwell Real Estate.
All right, on the best ball game of all time, they bring Houston.
And we are ready to go on this Wednesday evening in Medford. Game 1 of 2 between the Lydo Labs and the Medford Rogues. Send it down to Jake, our on-field host, for the two most important words in baseball. And now we're ready to go on this beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Let's give you that starting lineup for the Lydo Lab, led by head coach Carson Lyden, a guy who played for the Medford Rogues way back in the day. The Lab are 12-1 overall in this 2026 campaign. And lead off is the shortstop Brady Berry, and the 2 spot is the right fielder Kyle Linders, and the 3 hole is the first baseman James Collier. The cleanup man is the left fielder Kellen Bowman, and the 5 spot is the center fielder Finn Chambers, and the 6 spot is the third baseman Grady Wilmot, and the 7 hole is the DH man Gino Humphreys. Chase Calling is the catcher tonight. He is in the 8 spot, and the second baseman is Cam Thomas. He is batting 9th. So it's Berry, Leaders, Collier, Bowman, Chambers, Wilmot, Humphreys, Calling, and Thomas. Lab led by head coach Carson Lyden, 12-1 overall on the season. And they face the starting pitcher, Aden Bowman, the young man from Stockton, California. Went to Lincoln High School, gets his warm tosses in at the moment. You heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead touch on that conversation. He touched on that. He wants to see Aden be competitive today on the hill on this Wednesday evening. Aden works with a fastball, the curveball, and the splitter. And he faces a very good lineup. A lot of high school kids in this Lydo's Lab squad. The Lab out of Eugene. A lot of guys are going to see graduate in 2027 and 2028. And it's going to be intriguing to see how the Rogues respond after playing 3 tough games against the Prune Packers. The Rogues look rested, 2 days off during the yesterday and Monday. It was a great show at the Fruitery in Phoenix. If you were not there, come out and join us next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. The throw over to second base by Anthony Thomas Jr. means we're about ready for liftoff on this beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Temperatures in the 70s. Temperatures at batting practice were pleasant. Not what you want to see for July 1st. Current temperatures in the Rogue Valley, 74 degrees. It's going to get a little bit chilly when the sun goes down. And Brady Berry gets ready to go to work. The righty faces the righty, Aden Bowman. He sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Infield playing deep around the horn. Pull up your favorite chair. Medford Rogues baseball is on the air, and we are underway in Medford. First pitch, slider misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes, and we are underway at 6:40 p.m. Glacier blue skies overhead, wind blowing into the ballpark, probably 10 to 15 miles per hour. 1-0 pitch, misses low, 2 balls, no strikes. Brady Berry, the utility player and the right-handed pitcher out of the class of 2027 for Willamette High School. Had 2 balls and no strikes. Bowman sets up on that first base side of the rubber and deals. 2-0, slider misses down and out, 3 balls, no strikes. Beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. 2 games of non-league action for the Rogues, and the Rogues back in action on Friday night against the Marysville Giants for the first of a 4-game set. You heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead. 3-0 pitch, misses upstairs, ball 4. Brady Berry starts off the night. He takes first. First walk issued by the starter Aden Bowman. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the road to first. Just getting underway into Medford. Here's the 2-spot hitter for the Lab, Kyle Leenders, the right footer tonight. Lefty settles in for his first trip right against the left on this Wednesday evening. Chanz Flores, our Rogues player spotlight. We heard from him a little bit. First pitch finds the outside corner, strike 1. Calling the balls and strikes this afternoon and evening. Joe Woodley, he's at home plate. Tim Barrett's at first base. Chris McKee is at third base. Strike 1 pitch upcoming. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leenders at the dish. Outfielder and a first baseman from Twaddleton High School, the Timberwolf, class of 2027. Ball and a strike. Hits that in the air, right field. Going back is Will Salahar at the track. That's going to drop down for a hit at the track. Rounding second, going to third base. It's a double off the bat of Kyle Leenders, puts runners at second and third. So a walk by Berry, a double by Leenders, puts runners in scoring position for the Lab. 2 on, nobody out. We are in the road to first, just getting underway. And now Aden Bowman facing adversity out of the gate. Here's the first baseman for the Lab, James Collier, the 3-hitter today. So right, left, right in this lineup by Carson Lyden, guy who played for the Rogues. You're going to hear from B.G. Gould. He'll be here in the 4th inning. First pitch. This finds that right down the boulevard, strike 1. This is going to be a strike zone. You got to wait for the strike to be called or not to be called during the whole entire evening with Joe Woodley behind the plate. No balls and a strike upcoming. Bowman sets up on the first base side of the rubber and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider. Strike 2. Berry at third base. Leenders at second base. Just getting underway in the road to first. Aden Bowman finds himself ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Bowman sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Gets ready, takes a deep breath and fires pitch. 0-2, slider misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of Eugene kids in this roster for the Lydo Lab, for the Lydo's Lab. You might notice on the, it's a very sciencey with the beakers. 1-2, ground ball to left side, gobbled up by Donovan, the third baseman. The throw to first base in time. 5-3 on the RBI ground out. And the first run scores of the evening for the Lydo's Lab. 1-0 Lydo's Lab on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. So the runner advances to third base, the leaders. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Lab, Aden Bowman, left fielder tonight. Our left-handed batter in this lineup for Lydo's Lab. First pitch, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Let's give you that defense before we get going. Yeah, after this first pitch. One out, fastball elevated, 2 balls, no strikes around the horn from third to first. It's Donovan, Macy, Blake, and Flores. In the outfield from left to right, it's Olsen, Grabiel, and Salohar. Anthony Thomas Jr. catching tonight for the Rogues. We had him on at the Foodery on Monday night. Duo bounces downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Aden Bowman, the cleanup hitter for the Lydo's Lab, I should say. Bowman, right-handed pitcher and a utility player out of South Salem High School, class 2027. The Saxon had 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball outside of ball 4. Second walk issued by the starter Aden Bowman. Puts runners at the corners, 1 out. 1-0 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Scanned away on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Here's the 5-hitter for the Lab, Finn Chambers, the center fielder tonight. So it's back and forth between lefties and righties, sprinkled in throughout this whole entire lineup for the Lydo's Lab. First offering home from Aden Bowman. Fouls off the breaking ball, goes to the backstop, strike 1. And Chambers at the dish, the outfielder and right-handed pitcher out of Ridgeview High School from Redmond, Oregon. Behind, no balls and a strike. The Lab can definitely trade it out for a run with less than 2 outs. Fastball bounces low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chambers this season, the Raven from Ridgeview High School, 429 hitter, 1 home run, 17 RBIs. For the Lab center fielder in the spring. This is an organization that has been around since 2022. Throw over to first base, chases back the runner. Bowman gets back to the bag with a head first slide. It's still 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Slider did swing around on it, says the home plate umpire, Joe Woodley. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Finn Chambers. Grady Wilmot waits on deck for the Lydo's Lab. And still blowing into the ballpark on this Wednesday evening. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Hits that softly in the air down the right field line. That's going to drop down for a hit. 1 runs in. RBI single for Finn Chambers. It's a 2-0 lead for the Lab. 2 runs across on 2 hits. Sprinkling a couple of walks, I should say. The Lab's trying to cook something up. Runners at first and second, all with 1 out. 2-0 lead for Lydo's Lab. And now the Lab trying to chase out the starter, Aden Bowman. Bowman facing a lot of adversity already out of the gate. Here's the third baseman for the Lab, Grady Wilmot. Left-handed batter faces the righty. Aden Bowman glances at second base. That's Aden Bowman. First pitch, off speed, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Grady Wilmot, the infielder from Lincoln High School out of the Portland area, the Cardinals. He's going to be going to the University of Portland out of the West Coast Conference. Class 2027. A lot of guys, a lot of youth on this team. A lot of youth. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Fastball misses low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. And that is going to usher a conversation between pitching coach Nick Berger, Anthony Thomas Jr., and his battery mate Aden Bowman. This pause, the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. We're also brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Home plate umpire Joe Woodley breaks up the conversation on the hill. 2 balls and no strikes. Third baseman Grady Lamont. Runners at first and second. That's Kellen Bowman at second base. Finn Chambers at first base. We are in the row to first. Just getting underway on this beautiful Wednesday evening. We talked about the temperatures a little bit ago, 74 degrees. Uncharacteristic if you are a fan of listening and enjoying Southern Oregon weather. 2 balls and no strikes upcoming from Aden Bowman. Glances at second base, now glances at home plate, and the 2-0 pitch. Fastball escapes away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr., and the runners advance to second and third. At Bowman to third base, Chambers to second, and that eliminates the opportunity to turn 2 if you are the Rogues defensively. So the water's starting to boil on the starter, Aden Bowman. 3 balls and no strikes now to Grady Lamont. Humphreys waits on deck for the Lydo's lab. Nobody active in that Rogues bullpen at the moment. 3-0. Fastball. Right down the boulevard, strike 1 to keep the at-bat going. Aden sets up on that first base side of the rubber. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball 4. Lamont takes first and loads the bases. 1 inning so far. 3 walks issued by Aden Bowman. Bases loaded, 1 out. We are on the road to first. It's a 2-0 lead for the Lydo's lab. Here's the 7-hitter Gino Humphreys, the DH man for the lab tonight. 7th batter to face Aden Bowman tonight in this inning. And now the Rogues defensively can turn 2. Logan Macy and Bo Blake definitely thinking of turning 2. First out was an RBI ground out by James Collier, 5-3 officially. Bowman sets up on that first base side. And the first pitch. This is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Humphreys at the dish, the outfielder from South Eugene High School. A lot of Eugene kids in this lineup and on this roster. Lydo's lab based out of Eugene. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. 1-0, elevated. 2 balls, no strikes. Humphreys, the class of 2027 for the Lydo's lab. Out of the South Eugene High School. 2-0 pitch. Fastball, called for a strike on the inside corner by the home plate umpire Joe Woodley. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lab cover all the bags. Bowman at third, Chambers at second, Wilmot at first base. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, hits it softly, center field, drops in front of the center fielder Grabiel. We're going from third to home as Bowman, and the relay throw's cut off. RBI single from Gino Humphreys makes it a 3-0 lead for the lab. So Lydo's lab 3, Medford nothing. Here's the 8th hitter to face Aden Bowman this evening. Chase Collins calling. So 3 runs across on 3 hits. First pitch, fastball misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The lab are swinging bats, swinging wood bats this evening. 1 ball, no strikes. Takes a deep breath, and the pitch. Breaking ball, called for a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good breaking ball by Aden Bowman. You can definitely turn 2 to get out of the inning. Ball and a strike. Breaking ball, chopper to the third base side. Taps on the bag as Nolan Donovan. The throw to first base, and the throw is not in time. So he reaches on a RBI fielder's choice, is calling.
Now batting the
That
second baseman, number 2,
drives in
Kevin
Chambers. It's a 4-0 lead. Lamont forced out at third. Humphreys to second base. Collins reaches on the fielder's choice. The 9th batter to see Aden Bowman in this inning. And that's the crucial second out recorded. 4-0 lead for the Lab. Runners at first and second. Bowman trying to shut the book on this inning. Wind blowing into the ballpark on this Wednesday night. First pitch, breaking ball, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Cam Thomas at the dish, an infielder and right-handed pitcher from the Eugene area. Bowman sets up on that first base side of the rubber as always. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball clips the top third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now quickly in the hole, no ball. Actually, my apologies, no balls and 2 strikes. Bowman sets, and the pitch. Fastball bounces away from Anthony Thomas Jr. Runners advance. Humphreys the third, calling to second base. And the inning continues. A little bit of activity now in that Rogues bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bowman trying to shut the door on this inning. Head 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, gobbled up by Chanz Flores. Speeds to the bag himself, steps on the pillow in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. 3 unassisted to close the book on the first inning. 3 runs come across on 1, 2, 3 hits, no errors. But the Lab lead 2 on. Humphreys at third base, calling at second base. We head to the home first right after this. Lydo, actually my apologies, 4 runs across. 4 runs on 3 hits. It's a 4-0 lead for the Lydo's Labs. Lydo Lab 4. Medford coming up. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford coming up on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network to give that starting lineup for the Rogues. led by head coach Kevin Olmstead. These 2 games do not count towards the regular season record and the Pacific Empire League standings, but the Rogues currently 16-7 overall in the season, 5-4 in PEL action. Batting lead off is the shortstop Logan Macy. The 2 spot is the left fielder Quentin Olson. The 3 hitter is the first baseman Chanz Flores. Doing the cleanup duties tonight is Anthony Thomas Jr. He's behind the dish catching. Max Shabasteri is in DH. He's the 5 hitter. Bo Blake is at second base. He's in the 6th spot. Nolan Donovan, he's the third baseman tonight. He is in the 7 hole. Diego Grabiel is center fielder. He is batting 8th. And Will Salahar is patrolling right field. He is in the 9 spot. So it's Macy, Olson, Flores, Anthony Thomas Jr., Shabasteri, Blake, Donovan, Grabiel, and Will Salahar. Strike 1 pitch, and he's hit by the pitch as Anthony Thomas, is Logan Macy, I should say. But leadoff man on for the Rogues. Starting pitcher for the Lydo's Lab, Andrew Rodman, University of Oregon commit. Out of Sheldon High School, class of 2027. He gets the start tonight. Works on the fastball, slider, and the curveball. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the home first. 4-0 lead for the Lab against the Medford Rogues. Here's the left fielder tonight, Quentin Olson. His 2nd week in the Rogue Valley. You heard from him last week in our awesome Full Guy on Deck show in the Rogues Player Spotlight. First offering. Fastball escapes away from the catcher calling, and Logan Macy scampers the second base of a stolen base to get the home first underway. So that eliminates the opportunity to turn 2, and the Rogues are back in business. Logan Macy at second base, Quentin Olson at the dish. The stats do not, for the next 2 games, do not count. So when these stats get back, so when the Rogues get back from the PEL play on Friday, strike 1 pitch, misses below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. So after Sunday's affair, Quentin Olson, a .250 hitter, has 1 RBI so far in 2026, but the stats do not count towards the regular season. 1-1, fouls off the slider, first base side, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quentin Olson from Scappoose, Oregon, out of Lane Community College. Always a great conversation. We talked about it last week. He's a guy that likes to cook. Had stuffed bell peppers on the day we did the interview with him during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Did not see what he made today. Behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Macy trying to get the first run across for the Rogues on this Wednesday evening. Andrew Rodman sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Infield starting to play deep 2-2. Chopper to the right side. Charging is Thomas, second baseman. Scoops it, throws it to first base in time for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. Advancing over to third base is Logan Macy. Here's the first baseman for the Rogues. You heard from him a little bit earlier. Chanz Flores he joined us earlier tonight, but he gets his first crack at Andrew Rodman on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. It's a 4-0 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Rodman sets up on that first base side of the rubber, faces the righty. Chanz Flores for the first time tonight. First pitch, fastball misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Great conversation with him during our one-on-one conversation earlier. Great conversation. A guy who just was engaged last month. 1-0, misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, I mean, it is the 1st of July. He got engaged in late May. You heard the response about Lynn Benton Community College being like a 4-year. 2-0 pitch, hits it in the air, left field, tracking it down as Bowman. Bowman makes the grab, tagging from third, and speeding across the plate as Logan Macy. He scores staying up. A sac fly from Chanz Flores makes it a 3-run game. 4-1 Lydo's Lab. 4-1 Lydo's Lab. There's Anthony Thomas Jr. for the Rogues, handling the catching duties tonight. Bases empty, 2 outs. We are in the home first. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And don't forget BG Gould, official scorer for the Medford Rogues, a Medford sports historian. He's going to be joining us for the 4th inning. Always a great conversation with BG Gould. Anthony Thomas Jr. settles in for his first trip tonight. First pitch off the end of the bat, goes to the right side, gobbled up by Collier, the first baseman. Steps on the square in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 1 run comes across on no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 1 in the Rogue Valley. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. We have played 1 in the Rogue Valley. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 1. Go to the top half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you in the Rogue Streaming Network. We are brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. For pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Starter Aden Bowman getting his warm-up tosses in to face the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. Lydo's Lab going through the whole entire lineup card on the road to first, sending 9 batters to the dish, plating 4 runs in that inning. 4 runs across in the inning on 3 hits, so 4 runs on 3 hits. Brady Berry leads off the inning for the second straight time tonight. Faces Aden Bowman, works from that first base side of the rubber, and the first offering home. First pitch, line drive right to Chanz Flores at first base. Brady Berry lines out for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the frame. Bases empty, 1 out. Here's the 2-hitter for the Lab. Right fielder Kyle Leanders, 1 for 1 so far today. 4-1 lead for the Lab. Game 1 of this 2-game set. First offering. Fastball misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Leanders 1 for 1 so far tonight. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Fastball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. What I mean by the outfield playing deep and straight away, the center fielder Diego Grabiel, I think probably 3 or 4 steps into right center. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch home. Fastball hits it in the air. Left center field going to his right is Diego Grabiel on the run with the shades on and makes the grab for out number 2. Leanders flies out to center field for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the road second. 4-1 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Here's a 3-hitter for the Lab. James Collier, 1 for 1 so far tonight. Actually, my apologies, 0 for 1 tonight. 4-1 lead for the Lab. Right against right, second time through the order for Aden Bowman. First pitch, bounces downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Good crowd on hand for game 1 of this 2-game set between the 2 programs. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, good splitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Think about the confidence boost. Aden Bowman steps off the rubber, glances on the first base side. Gets back on top of the rubber, gets out of the batter's box. James Collier. Don't have a height for James Collier, but probably over at least 6 feet. Ball and a strike up coming from Aden Bowman. And the pitch. 1-1 breaking ball. Misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Collier out of Silverton High School, the Fox. Class of 2027. Going to be going to the Hilltop to play for the University of Portland after high school. 2-1 off the end of the bat. Roller towards second, gobbled up by Bo Blake, the second baseman. The throw to first on the money for out number 3. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Lab. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the home second right after this. Max Shabasteri, Bo Blake, and Nolan Donovan due up. Lab 4, Medford 1. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Lydo's Lab 1 4, Medford 1, home half winning number 2 from Harry and David Field. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Max Shabasteri, followed by Bo Blake and Nolan Donovan due up for the Rogues. 5, 6, and 7 in the Rogues batting order. Rogues in to run across on the sac fly from Chanz Flores, driving in Logan Macy. Macy got aboard of a hit by pitch, the lead off the home first. And Max Shabasteri digs in for his first trip facing Andrew Rodeman. Already works on that first base side of the rubber. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Lab. First pitch. Fastball. Finds the inside corner. Strike 1. Once again, the stats do not count for tonight's game and tomorrow night's game for the Rogues. But after Sunday's game, Max Shabasteri, a 154 hitter so far this season. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball. Clips the outside corner quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Is Max Shabasteri. Max, the San Diego native. I know our good friend Dave May is in the San Diego airport listening to the broadcast in the hometown of Max Shabasteri. No balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Max, the former Patriot of Patrick Henry High School. Great baseball school in the San Diego area. I know in my host family's house in Eagle Point, it's been a lot of Padre games going on, especially against the Cubs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Hits down the air, right field, drops down for a hit. Max Shabasteri aboard of a leadoff single. Softly touched it and put it into right field. Leadoff man on, 1 on, nobody out. Here's the second baseman, Bo Blake, back in the lineup this week. Bo Blake gets ready to go to work for his first trip of the evening. 1 on, nobody out. 4-1 lead for the Lydo's Lab on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And this is a big one. I mean, first pitch, fastball, clips the top third. No balls, 1 strike. I mean, it does not count towards the record, but it's a good boost of confidence. You get a lot of guys get a chance to play that did not get a chance to play in that Healdsburg series. Heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead touch on that in our one-on-one conversation. 0-1 misses up and in, has to lean out of the way, is Bo Blake. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bo Blake this season, a .229 hitter for the Rogues. 6 runs batted in, 2 home runs. These 2 games do not count towards the stats. 1-1. Ground ball to the right side, bobbled by Thomas. Can't make the play. He can't throw it over to first base. So Bo Blake reaches. Initially a single, and they are going to say a single, says the home plate. It says the scorekeeper here at the press box. So back-to-back singles from Max Shabasteri and Bo Blake. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Donovan. Lydo's lab 4, Medford 1, bottom half of inning number 2. Game 1 of this 2-game set. Nolan Donovan gets a crack at the starter, Andrew Rodeman, on this Wednesday evening. Nolan back in the lineup as well. First offering. Fastball, big hack, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Donovan this season, a 136 hitter. 1 RBI so far in 2026. The stats do not count in this game. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball, misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Max Shabasteri singled to lead off the inning. Bo Blake singled. Nolan Donovan trying to get this Rogue squad back in this game. They only trail by 3, but 1 swing in the back can change it. Donovan's the tie-in run at the dish. Behind, no balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch upcoming. Breaking ball, misses outside. Oh, actually, that was 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get ahead of myself. Got to find Joe Woodley has that slow point for the strike. I'll have to keep an eye on the home plate umpire, Joe Woodley, tonight. Donovan behind 1-2. Fastball outside. Now it's 2-2. Count goes square. Don't forget, on Saturday, it's going to be the biggest fireworks show in Southern Oregon. It's going to be a blast. Get tickets at MedfordRoguesBaseball.simpletix.com. It's going to be a blast against the Marysville Giants. Giants taking on the Healdsburg Prune Packers tonight. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard after this pitch. 2-2. Chopper softly up the middle. Takes it as Barry, the shortstop. The tag over to first and second base. Actually, at second to first. So it is 6-3 officially on the double play. So Bo Blake forced out on the 6-4-3 twin killing. Advances Max Shabasteri to third base. So quickly 2 outs in the inning. Here's Diego Grabiel. Grabiel patrolling center field today in the 8th spot. 4-1 lead for the Lab. Fans not happy about that call in the infield by Chris McKee. First pitch. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Diego Grabiel, after Sunday, a .355 hitter, 5 runs batted in, no round trippers. Max Shabasteri at third base. We are in the home second. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball to the right side. That's going to be a ground ball into right field. It goes. RBI single for Diego Grabiel. Max Shabasteri scores from third base. And the Rogues only trail by 2, 4-2 against the Lydo's Lab. Good game. Bouncing ball, found the way to capitalize. Now the Rogues only trail by 2. There's Will Salahar. His mom and dad are in attendance tonight. His brother and sister as well. Guy who's been happy about that score back east. The Cubs playing the San Diego Padres is Will Salahar, lifelong Cubs fan. First pitch, fastball elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Will, a guy that grew up in Illinois, and then his parents and him moved out to Arizona. So a lifelong Cubs fan, likes to go see the Cubs play in the spring at Mesa, Arizona. Fouls off the pitch on his foot. So Will Salahar climbs out of the batter's box, walks around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salahar this season a .364 hitter. These stats do not count. 6 runs batted in so far. Climbs back in the box is Will. Waits for the 1-1 from the starter, Andrew Rodeman. Rodeman glances at first base. Small lead for Diego Grabiel at first base. Ball and a strike. Runner goes. Breaking ball. Finds the top third. The throw over to second base. The ball escapes into center field. But Diego Grabiel showing off his speed. Stolen base for the Rogues this evening. So Grabiel steals second base. And now, Salahar finds himself behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball bounces away from the catcher calling, and speeding towards third is Diego Grabiel. Gets the green light, steals second, and steals third, and the Rogues are only 90 feet away from scoring. The count goes squares with the most important pitch upcoming for Will Salahar. Deuce is wild. We are in the home second. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Lydo's Lab. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Diego Grabiel only 90 feet away from scoring. Tying run is at the dish. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. 2-2, fastball elevated, and the count fills. So a big pitch upcoming once more for Will Salahar. Logan Macy waits on deck, top of the order guy. For the Lydo's Lab, you want to get this out and don't want to face Logan Macy in this inning. 3-2. Fastball outside, ball 4. Will Salahar takes first. And that is going to bring a conference on the hill for the Lydo's Lab. And runners at the corners. Runners at the corners. 4-2 lead for the Lydo's Lab. And it is... Let's pause. The action is brought to you by the ASA Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the ASA Pool Guy, CCB 255-795.
Also, something else Carson was deeply committed to off the field was suicide prevention. The organization
4-2 lead for the Lydo's Lab. We are in the bottom half of inning number 2. Logan Macy reaching on base in his first AB back in the first inning. Now the water's starting to boil up on the starter, Andrew Rodeman. Big inning starting to brew for the Rogues. Runners at the corners. Diego Grabiel at third base. Will Salahar at first. 1 run across in this inning. First pitch. Breaking ball. Finds the outside corner. Strike 1. Macy led off the first with a hit by pitch. Set the tone on how the inning was going to go. Got a stolen base at second base. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch up coming from Rodeman. Runner goes. Fastball escapes away from the catcher Collins. Going from third to home as Diego Grabiel scores standing up. And it's a double steal that scores a run. It was a pass ball. Rogues took full advantage of it. And the Rogues only trail by 1. 4-3, Lydo's Lab. So the second run across in this inning. 1-1. Hits it in the air. Down that first base side. Goes out of play.
That one's just
We'll do it.
foul.
1 ball and 2 strikes. So I'm going to give you that out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Creamer Cabinets. It's a 14-0 lead for the Healdsburg Prune Packers against the Marysville Giants. 1-2, swing and a miss on the slider. And Logan Macy goes down on strikes. First strikeout a victim for Andrew Rodeman tonight. 2 runs come across on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. Actually, my apologies. 1 left. Will Salahar left on at second base. We have played 2 in the Rogue Valley. 1-run game. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 3. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
Good ball game on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 3. Brian Welch back with you in the Rogue Streaming Network. Aden Bowman gets his third inning on the hill for the Rogues tonight. Faces 4, 5, and 6 in the Lab batting order. Kellen Bowman leads off the inning, followed by Finn Chambers and Grady Wilmot. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on this Wednesday evening. And it's been a rocky one for Aden Bowman out of the start, facing 9 batters in the first inning, but sent the Lab in order 1, 2, 3 in the second. Faces Kellen Bowman for the second time tonight. First pitch finds the outer third of the splitter. No balls, 1 strike. Bowman did reach on base back in the first. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, good splitter again. The count goes no balls and 2 strikes. Bowman tonight drew a walk, came around and scored in the first inning. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Diego Grabiel a couple of steps in to left center. 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this is the halfway point in the 2026 season. After this, the season just goes by in a blink of an eye. 1-2. Chopper. Slow roller towards third. Picked up and can't make the play is Nolan Donovan. And reaching on base is Kellen Bowman. It was a slow roller towards third. Nolan Donovan slipped. And it is an E5 charge to Nolan Donovan. 1 on, nobody out. We are on the road to third. Here is Finn Chambers. 1 for 1 so far this evening. An error committed by the Rogues already in this game. First one committed by either squad. And this is a big opportunity for this Rogue squad to turn 2. Rogues had multiple opportunities to do that in the first inning, but could not. First pitch, splitter misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Finn Chambers, the batter, center fielder for the Lab. RBI single in the first. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Clips the top third, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Medium-sized lead for Bowman at first base. Chanz Flores holding the runner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, good fastball. Blows right past Finn Chambers. There's that fastball by Aden Bowman. Uses it sometimes. And now he finds himself ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rogues looking to turn 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chambers down on strikes. First strikeout for Aden Bowman tonight.
Adult beverages are on special thanks to Frank Brewing.
1 on, 1 out. We are in the road to third. A 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues. And here is the third baseman, Grady Wilmot, for the Lab. First pitch to the lefty. First pitch, slider misses outside at 1 ball. No strikes. Rogues trying to play catch up. I'm giving up a 4 spot in the top of the first. 1 ball, no strikes. Throws over to first base, gets back to the bag with the head first slide is Bowman. Still 1 ball and no strikes. Don't forget, B.G. Good will be joining us in the 4th inning. B.G. knows those guys on that first base dugout really well, and also an Oregon State Beaver in that dugout for the Lydo's Lab. 1-0 misses outside at 2 balls, no strikes. Lamont, he's got aboard of a walk in the first inning. Hit 2 balls and no strikes. Lamont from Lincoln High School in the Portland area. Going to be on to the University of Portland in the fall of 2027. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball bounces in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. Rogues in turn 2 to get out of the inning. 3-0. Fastball clips the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. (3-1) runner goes. Fastball misses low. The throw over to second base, and the tag's not in time. So the count fills after the pitch. So Bowman advances second base to eliminate the opportunity to turn 2. Counts full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, 3-2. High chopper, third base side. Donovan takes it, looks at second to throw to first in time. And Nolan Donovan redeems himself by 3 on the ground out. 2 outs in the inning. One on, 2 outs. We are on the road to third. 4-3 lead for the Lab. Here's the DH man, Gino Humphreys. 1 for 1 so far tonight on this Wednesday evening. Wind's starting to blow into the ballpark a little bit more than usual. Joe Woodley, the home plate umpire, cleaning home plate. And for those of you who've been watching our broadcast throughout the whole entire season, we are getting a new camera tomorrow. That's right. So we'll have a new camera on the Rogue Streaming Network for the rest of the season. First pitch, runner goes, fastball upstairs, a throw to third base, and the tag is in time! Anthony Thomas Jr. guns down Bowman at third, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 error. And we go to the home half of inning number 3 right after this. Due up for the Rogues, Quentin Olson, Chanz Flores, Anthony Thomas Jr. due up. 1-run game on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 3. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. One-run game in the home half of inning number 3. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 3. Brian Wilch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. It's been a very interesting one so far. A very good Wednesday evening. Lydo's Lab striking first in the top half of inning number 1, putting up a 4 spot in the inning. Rogues got it run across in the first inning and 2 runs across in the second. Rogues going to try to chase out the starter, Andrew Rodeman. And the United States in the World Cup playing today against Bosnia.
For the Rogues, the left fielder, number 15.
And get that score for you. You're not here, our public address announcer, Greg Roberts. We'll get that score for you. And here is Quentin Olson to lead off the inning, followed by Chanz Flores and Anthony Thomas Jr. So it's Olson, followed by Flores and Anthony Thomas Jr. due up for the Rogues. Andrew Rodeman gets ready to go to work on that first base side of the rubber, and the first pitch home, and he's hit by the pitch. Quentin Olson leads off the inning with a hit by pitch. Second time the leadoff man has been hit by a pitch in this evening's contest.
Number 19, Chanz Flores.
One on, nobody out. We are in the bottom of 3, 4-3 lead for the Lab. Here is the first baseman for Medford, Chanz Flores. RBI for his credit tonight. Gets into the box for his second at-bat of the night. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Let's take a look at that United States. They beat Bosnia 2-0. So they advance. First pitch, fastball misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Flores had it recorded a sac fly in the first inning to get the first run across for the Rogues, driving in Logan Macy from third base. Rogues have had their moments in this game tonight. Strike 1 pitch, rather, misses down and out, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it being July 1st, 3 more days until the 4th of July. But it is the dawn of a new era. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dancing around to first base, Quentin Olson in the pitch. 1-1, taps it in the air. Right field on the run as the right fielder leaners. A pump fakes a throw to first base, but Flores flies out for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the home third. 4-3 lead for the Lab. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Rogues, Anthony Thomas Jr. What I mean by it's a new dawn. The new look Pac-12 begins today. Fresno State, San Diego State, Colorado State, Utah State, and Boise State join the fray into the Pac-12 conference with Gonzaga and as well as Oregon State and Washington State. New look in college athletics. First pitch to Anthony Thomas Jr. misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Anthony tonight, 0 for 1. Great conversation with him and Jackson Rosenthal on Monday night at the Foodery in Phoenix. 1-0 pitch. Hits that sky high. Shallow left field, tracking it down as the third baseman Mont. Left of the line in foul territory, makes the grab for out number 2. Anthony Thomas Jr. pops out for the second out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the home third. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues. Here's the 5-hitter for Medford, the DH man tonight, Max Shabasteri. Wind still blowing into the ballpark on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. It's been a fun game so far, very competitive right out of the gate. First pitch, fastball elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Shabasteri, 1 for 1 so far. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Runner goes. Fastball misses low to throw to second base by Calling. The throw is in time. Calling said, I can gun down your base runner. Olson caught stealing at second base. And that wraps up the home half of inning number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we've played 3 in the Rogue Valley. It's a 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. 4th inning coming up. BG Gould joins us when we come right back after this. 4-3 Lydo's Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogren CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogren CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogren CN Medford Airport at rogrencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Good ball game brewing between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues. Top half of inning number 4, and the Rogues call to the bullpen for the first time on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. It is Jaden Neugebauer taking over the reins from Aden Bowman, and this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And with the stats not being tabulated for the next 2 games, BG Gold graces us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Beej, how are you? Happy Wednesday.
I'm fine. How are you, Brian?
I'm doing well, my friend. I know that we were talking about this off air. You were saying autographs in the stands. Explain about that. Jaden Neugebauer faces 7-8-9 in the Lydo Labs batting order.
In the last couple of innings, I went down and said hi to the Salazar's family, mom and dad, brother and sister, and just visited with them. Great family, and we were hoping, Will would get a couple base knocks tonight. He's actually coming back off the IL. He had pneumonia for about 4 or 5 days. So,
0-2 pitch from Jaden Neugebauer. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gino Humphreys down on strikes, and the first batter Jaden Neugebauer faces, he strikes him out. Bases empty, 1 out, 7-8-9 due up for the Lydo Lab. Gino Humphrey leads off the inning, followed by Chase Calling and at Cam Thomas. And Beach, I know we've been talking about this Lydo Lab squad. This is a very talented squad. I'm scoring 4 runs at the top of this first inning. There's a reason why these guys are on this squad. First pitch, breaking ball.
Yeah, they
are
third. Some of the top high school players around the state, the Eugene area schools. And matter of fact, one of the top pitchers is not on the trip, Zeke Thomas. He's a great quarterback for Willamette High School, and so he decided to, work out tonight throwing passes for Willamette.
Well, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but football season's right around the corner, Beach.
It
definitely feels like it. 1 ball at 2 strikes from Jaden. Ground ball, left side, goes to his left is Logan Macy, the shortstop, the throw to first in time. 6-3 on the ground out for the second out of the inning.
So, and then, like you said, the starting pitcher for them, Andrew Rodman.
That's right, Andrew Rodman.
He's going to go to U of O, so next year. So,
first offering from Jaden Neugebauer. Fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1. Cam Thomas, the batter, the second baseman for the Lydo's Lab. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball clips the outside corner, strike 2.
I got to know Cam in the last couple of years playing for Sheldon, and we were talking about
called strike 3
football
on the
season.
Outside corner.
Next fall, he'll be down in Medford playing for Sheldon. So.
Beach, can you hold that thought? Hey, 1-2-3 inning pitched by Jaden Neugebauer. We head to the home half of inning number 4 right after this. Max Jabasteri, Bo Blake, and Nolan Donovan due up. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogren CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogren CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogren CN Medford Airport at rogrencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab, bottom half of inning number 4, alongside with the Medford legend BG Gould. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It's been a good one so far on this Wednesday evening. And the Lydo's Labs, I think they might have called to the bullpen. It's been a fun one so far. Andrew Rodeman stays on the hill for the Labs. And it's Max Shabasteri to lead off the inning, followed by Bo Blake and Nolan Donovan. It's been a fun night so far. We're going to have BG Gould join us for tonight, and he'll be joining us tomorrow. And then he'll be back in his normal location, same time, same station, 6:35 first pitch on Friday against the Marysville Giants. And, Peach, it is the 1st of July.
Yes, it is.
First pitch. First pitch, line drive, left center, field a base hit. That's going to bounce all the way to the wall. That's going to turn 2. Rounding first, digging for 2 as Max Shabasteri puts on the brakes. It's a leadoff double for Max Shabasteri. I did not mean to say turn 2, but he's like, hey, got to go turn on the Jets and go 2. And a big hit off the bat for Max Shabasteri to lead off the home 4th there, Beach.
Yeah, and while we have a visit, and also there's a little day, Bobby Bonilla.
That's right, Bobby Bonilla Day. If you follow Major League Baseball, how much is on that contract still, Beach?
It's got a lot of dollars.
Beach, we got to, hey, hold that thought. We have a new pitcher coming in for the Lydo's Lab.
Number 34.
And Andrew Rodeman is going to be out of the game. This pitching change and all season long and tonight brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Runner at second base, Max Shabasteri. That's the tie and run. 4-3 lead for the Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Lydo's Lab called to the bullpen for the first time on this Wednesday evening, and the Lab turned to Kevin Carrieri, replacing Andrew Rodeman. This pause the action and pitching change this season and tonight, brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. BG Gould is with us tonight. Mike Schubert riding shotgun on this beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Lead off double off the bat of Max Shabasteri forced the hand of the Lab to take out Andrew Rodeman. Rodeman going 3 innings on the hill, 4 hits, 3 runs given up. And he faces Bo Blake, and the reliever, Kevin Carrieri, faces Bo Blake for the first time tonight. First pitch fastball misses upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Bo Blake tonight, 1 for 1. It's a 1-run game, 4-3 for the Lab. And Beach, we talked about Bobby Bonilla before the commercial break. A lot of zeros on that check.
A lot of zeros.
1-0 pitch.
Until till 2035.
Well, 1-0 miss it for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike, says the home plate umpire Joe Woodley. BG Gould joins us for tonight and tomorrow with the games that do not count towards the stats. And 1 ball and a strike, swing and a miss, fastball, strike 2. Beej, this might be a rhetorical question, but how many years have you been keeping stats in total?
Six.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On a collegiate and professional level since 86.
Okay. A lot. That's a long time ago, Beej.
When I was with the Medford A's farm team that played at the old Miles Field, which is now Walmart. And
2-2 again. Swing and a miss on the slider.
The
leg down on strikes.
The official scorer prior to the 86 season decided to take another job. And so Fred Herman, the owner of the Medford A's, asked me if I would like to do it. And I jumped at it.
And 1 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 4. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Donovan, going to try to jump on the first pitch he sees from Kevin Carrieri, but he got to get that first pitch. First pitch fastball. Clips the top third, strike 1. Definitely upper 90s right there for Carrieri.
Yeah, definitely. And so, in answer to your question, probably since 1986 for baseball.
Kevin Carrieri on the hill, works on that first base side of the rubber.
On a professional and collegiate level.
Slider misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's always something about keeping score at a baseball game. I don't know. I always do it when I'm not working. I'm usually, if I'm with my buddies in Fresno, you go to a Fresno Grizzly game, you have to find that scorecard. 1 ball and 1 strike. If I don't keep score, I kind of lose track, and then it's like, then I don't know where I'm.
And then, like I said, I've used the same scorebook, the Peterson scorebook, since I was 6 years old.
2 balls and a strike. Runner goes. Fastball, fouled it off. First base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Donovan tonight, 6-3. On the ground out, 0 for 1 so far tonight. The stats do not count towards the record or the stats, but Nolan Donovan, always a great conversation. Runner at second base, it's Max Shabasteri, leadoff double for him to begin this home half of inning number 4. BG Gould joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Wind is blowing into the ballpark on this Wednesday night. Slider, slow roller towards second, gobbled up by Thomas, the second baseman. The throw to first in time for out number 2. Donovan grounds out, 4-3. 1 on, 2 outs. Advances the runner, Max Shabasteri, to third base. Now here's the 8-hitter for the Rogues, Max Shabasteri, Diego Grabiel. This is a big inning right now, Beach.
Yeah, it is. We got to get the tying run in.
And the Rogues have had to play catch-up since that first inning. The Lydo Lab got 4 runs across in the first inning. Rogues tacked on a run in the first, 2 runs in the second. Got to find a way to break into the run column once again in this inning. First pitch, fouls off the slider, strike 1.
And there's always a little scoring rules that, you think you know them all, but I found out one few years ago that it goes against the pitcher, and it's called the fielder's choice rule.
Strike 1 pitch. Hits down in the air, center field, drifting back is Chambers. Chambers makes the one-hand grab in the sun, and Grabiel flies out for the third and final out of the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Max Shabasteri left on at third base. We have played 4 in the Rogue Valley, 1-run game. Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 3 coming up. It's the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. BG Gould stays with us. Medford trailing by 1 against Lydo's Lab on this Wednesday evening. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab in the top half of inning number 5. The 5th inning is the Asa Pool Guy 5th inning. The 5th inning is brought to you by the Asa Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Asa Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. BG Gold, Brian Woods with you. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes is the top of the order guy, Brady Berry, followed by Kyle Leaners and James Collier. Jaden Neugebauer's had a pretty good game so far in the 0-2 pitch. Singled the other way to right field. Brady Berry aboard with a leadoff single. And Beans, you know that young man, correct?
Yes, I did. I've known him all my life. His dad, Mike, they live up in Eugene, of course, now. But Mike won the big Southern Oregon golf tournament down at the Rogue Valley Catcher Club at least 3 or 4 times when he was at high school. So
Beach called to the bullpen. Rogues called to the bullpen once again. Jaden Neugebauer exits the game. We have a new arm. We'll tell you who he is when we come right back after this. All pitching changes this season are brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Top half of inning number 5, Lydo's Lab 4, Medford 3, runner at first base. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. At first base, top half of inning number 5. Rogues call to the bullpen once again on this Wednesday evening. Dez Ralls takes over from Jaden Neugebauer. Jaden Neugebauer this evening, 1 inning on the hill, 1 hit, no runs, no errors, no walks, and 2 punch-outs to his credit. And Dez Ralls faces 2, 3, and 4. Kyle Leaners leads on, finds way. He's going to go to work now. First batter he faces with a runner at first base with Brady Berry. BG Gould joins us once again on the Rogue Streaming Network. Dez Ralls sets up on that third base side of the rubber. First pitch misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Leanders today 1 for 2. Left-handed batter, but had 1 ball and no strikes. Small lead for the base runner at first base. 1-0, misses inside at 2 balls, no strikes. That base runner is Brady Berry, led off the inning with the single. The lefty, Dez Ralls, just made the announcement he's going to be playing baseball at Lassen College in California. 2-0, finds the outer third at 2 balls, 1 strike. A lot of Lassen kids on the roster, Beach.
Yep.
and including the head coach, Kevin Olmstead, guy who played a little bit of baseball at Lassen in his career. 2-1, misses upstairs, 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 games set between the Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues.
Who is coached by a couple former Medford Rogues. Carson Lydo. The
Ball gets away from the first baseman, Chanz Flores, scampering towards second is Barry. Barry might dig for 3, but he stops at second base. So it is an error, so the second error committed in this game. But before we talk about Coach Lyden and his brother, how cool is it to see former Rogues coaching at the next level?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Like I said, and even Braden Wells, who coached off and on a couple years for the Rogues, is volunteering his services. He played on the Oregon State National Championship team in '07, and he's helping out the Lydens as a volunteer coaches. He's been around between Washington State, Linfield, and he's now director of player personnel for the Beavers.
First pitch, fastball, dots the inside, a corner strike, 1 to the first baseman, James Collier. 0 for 2 so far tonight. So, Beach, you brought up Linfield. So, would you say Oregon State or Linfield your first love as a sports fan?
That's a good question. They're both very, very close and very special to me. So, like I said,
1-1. This is low.
I've gone on a few road trips with the Beavers and got to know them very well through Pat Casey, and so both programs are very special to me.
2 balls and a strike upcoming to the first baseman, James Collier. 2-1. Chopper to the third base side. Takes it on hop as Nolan Donovan throws it over to first base and dug out in time by the first baseman, Chanz Flores. 5-3 on the ground out. That's a critical first out recorded.
It is very critical.
Because if you that did not get the out, that would load the bases. But that puts runners at second and third. Barry at third base. Leanders at second base. Runner 2 on, 1 out. We are in the top of 5. We are on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. We are talking to BG Gould. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Here's the lefty, the cleanup hitter, Kellen Bowman, left fielder tonight. Reached on there in his last AB. First one, pops it up in the air, shallow left field. Nolan Donovan going to track it down, the third baseman in foul territory. And the Sun makes the grab for out number 2. So Bowman pops out for the second out of the inning. So 2 on, 2 out. So we are in the road to 5th. 4-3 lead for the Lab. And here is the center fielder for the Lydo Lab, Ben Chambers. Beach, we talk about this. We were talking with Coach. We were talking about that with Wells, Coach Wells, before the game. Talking about, I brought it up. I said, you learned a lot of life lessons from Pat Casey when you played for the Beavers. And I was saying, what is that one life lesson that you still use today while you're coaching the next generation of baseball players? First pitch, fastball, elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. He said, do everything like a champion. That sounds a lot like Pat Casey.
Yep.
I have not met Pat Casey, but I've heard the legends, and I've heard the great stories about how Pat made young men into great men after college.
Definitely. Pat is helping. He's right now helping his best friend, one of his best friends, Pat Murphy, for the Milwaukee Brewers on the same format.
Runners at second and third. Barry at third base. Leanders at second base. Chambers today 1 for 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Slider misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Chambers RBI singled and scored in the first. Struck out in the third. Crucial strikeout for Aden Bowman, the starter, at that point in the game. You don't want to load the bases if you're Dez Ralls. 3-0. Fastball clips the top third. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And speaking of Coach Casey, I got a text from him and said, tell Wellesley hi. So I said, I'll do it, Skip.
And you know I went to Fresno State Beach. 3-1. Fastball upstairs, ball 4. Finn Chambers takes first. And now time taken. Now actually it is Nick Berger going to talk with the reliever Dez Ralls. This pause the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We are in the top of 5. We are in the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. Most critical spot in the game so far. Nick Berger knowing that as well. 4-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. BG Gould with us on the Rogue Stream Network. And we talked about this. Me being from Fresno State, and it was when I was 5 years old, Fresno State won the national championship at Old Rosenblatt Stadium in Omaha. And
which I still say, a lot of people disagree. Rosenblatt is so much better than Charles Schwab.
And with that, a lot of those players went on to do great things, but also went to be great husbands and great fathers after the playing career. So a lot of similarities between head coach Mike Batesel at Fresno State, longtime coach, now he's retired, and a lot from Pat Casey being able to and be a valuable part of young men's lives. First pitch to the lefty, righty rather, misses out, finds the outside corner, strike one. The batter for the Lydo's Lab is Carlin Crutcher. Catcher, third baseman, and a right-handed pitcher out of Thurston. Ground ball to left side, takes it on a hop is Nolan Donovan. Speeds to the third base pillow, and the throw, and the tag is safe. And now the third base umpire, Chris McKee, not getting the warm reaction. So a run scores. Head coach Kevin Olmstead gets out of the dugout. It's a 4-3 lead at the moment, technically 5-3. Now head coach Kevin Olmstead steps out of the dugout to talk with the third base umpire. It sure looked like Nolan Donovan got to that third base bag in time, but they are going to have a quick conversation between Chris McKee and Kevin Olmstead. This pause the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Conversation concludes between the third base umpire Chris McKee and head coach Kevin Olmstead. The run does score, so an RBI single from Grady Lamont drives in a run. It's a 5-3 lead now for the Lydo's Lab. Kind of a bang-bang play there at third there, Beach.
It was.
So bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch swinging in the air, right field by Chase Calling. In the air, right center field, tracking it down is Diego Grabiel. Makes the one-hand grab for out number 3. And the side is retired. 1 run comes across. 1 hit, 1 error committed, and they leave the bases loaded. Leanders at third, Chambers at second, and Crutcher at first base. It is a 5-3 lead for the Rogues in this inning. A 5-3 lead for the Lydo's Labs. We go to the home half, inning number 5 right after this. 9-1-2. Will Sandlohar, Logan Macy, and Quentin Olson. Interesting game brewing in the Rogue Valley. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We continue the awesome pool guy fifth inning. It's a 5-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Bottom half of the fifth inning, alongside of BG Gould. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And Kevin Carrieri gets his warm-up tosses in, faces 9-1-2. Will Salahar leads off the inning, followed by Logan Macy and Quentin Olson. And Beach, you know the Salahar family well. His mom and dad, brother and sister are in attendance right now. They're on that first base side. Great seats for them to watch their son play. Will Salahar reached on base in his first at-bat of the night. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Lydo's Lab. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Rogues. Rogues going to try to play. They've been playing catch-up since that first inning. First pitch, fastballs. Slices foul, left side, strike 1. Salahar got aboard with a walk in the second. Got the second to base, was left stranded. Curry sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Southpaw, strike 1 pitch. A lot of sliders. Finds the outside corner quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. And the hilt section, the section that's below us at Harry and David Field, not happy with the strike zone so far. Dictated by home plate umpire Joe Woodley. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the fastball. Will Salahar down on strikes. Base is empty, 1 out. We go back to the top of the order with Logan Macy, the shortstop. Reached on a base in his first at-bat. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Lydo's Lab 5, Medford 3. BG Gould, Brian Welch with you. And Beach, and this is a big night for the Lydo's Lab. 2 games set against the Medford Rogues, guy that played for the Rogues way back in the day. First pitch, splinters it in the air, right field, tracking it down as Leander's the right fielder, makes the grab for out number 2.
Yeah, both Carson and his brother Marcus both played for the Rogues. Marcus played in 2018 for 7 games, and then in 2020 he played in 9 games, hit over 250 to 300 for Marcus. And then Carson, the head coach of this team, played in the 2021 season, played 18 games and hit 278 for the Rogues.
And a guy that also played in 2021, strike 1 pitch. Clips the bottom third quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. One guy named Austin Smith was teammates of Carson.
Yep.
Austin's brother Trevor played for the Rogues last year. 0-2 pitch. Slider misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin now playing, he's a farmhand in the Blue Jays organization, playing in the Florida League.
At Dunnigan,
yes.
And he got 1 knock tonight.
1-2. Misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quentin Olson today grounded out to the second baseman Thomas in the first, hit by a pitch in the third. Caught stealing at second base to close out the 3rd inning. Colling showing off his cannon of an arm behind the dish. 2-2 home. 2-2 fouled off left side. We'll do it again.
Yeah, both Carson and Marcus has done a great job building this program out of the Eugene area. It's kind of like a travel ball team, and they do a fine job coaching them.
2-2 again. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the slider. Olson down on strikes, pair of strikeouts for the reliever Kevin Carrieri. His 3rd strikeout in relief tonight. And the Rogues go in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We have played 5 in the Rogue Valley. That wraps up the awesome pool guy 5th inning. Beach, can I get you on for another inning?
You bet.
That's right. 5-3 Lydo's Lab out in front against the Medford Rogues on this Wednesday evening. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, Engage your mind and body and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
Good game brewing on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Lights are turned on at Harry and David Field. A 5-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues alongside of B.G. Gould, the Medford legend. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Dez Ralls gets another inning on the hill, faces 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order for the Lydo's Lab. Calling leads off the inning, followed by Cam Thomas and Brady Berry. Rogues defensively have had their moments, giving up a 4 spot in the top half of inning number 1. Since then have trying to settle in. Did give up a run in the top half of inning number 5. It was a bases-loaded situation, a bang-bang play at third base between Nolan Donovan and one of the base runners for the Lydo's Lab. But you play the game of baseball. The game does not count towards the stats or the overall record. First pitch, slider escapes away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. 1 ball, no strikes. B.G. Gould still with us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Always a pleasure picking his brain about Medford sports. And we've got to get a Scott Spiegelberg story on the air. 1-0, clips the top third. 1 ball, 1 strike. The thing is, Scott Spiegelberg, a legend in the Medford area, a coaching legend. He has the namesake of the stadium, the football stadium just up the road. 1-1, check swing, did not go, says the first base umpire Tim Barrett. 2 balls, 1 strike. And baseball is going on right now. The World Cup's going on currently. And then football season's right around the corner, Beach. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Oh, yes.
Breaking ball, misses outside at 3 balls, 1 strike. Callings tonight had to reach on the fielder's choice in the first. Grounded out to the shortstop Macy in the 4th. Scott Spiegelberg, a legend as well, so it's a big 3-1. Line drive off the glove of the shortstop, Logan Macy. In the left center it goes. A leadoff single for Chase Calling to start off the inning.
And matter of fact, it's Spig's birthday today.
It is?
Yes, July 1st.
Did you call him?
Yes, I did.
So he's still up in Corvallis, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the 9-hole hitter for the Lydo's Lab. Cam Thomas, 0 for 2 so far tonight, playing at second base. The Lydo's Lab out of Eugene. First pitch, slider finds the inside corner, strike 1. Beach, I know that the Eugene and the Corvallis rivalry, I mean, the school down south, as the people in Corvallis would say. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider by Dez Ralls. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. But July 1st also was Coach Spiegelberg's birthday. It's also the new dawn of the new look Pac-12 conference. How excited are you to have the Pac-12 conference back again with Oregon State and Washington State?
Definitely. I'm so pumped up because we'll actually now get to play a league schedule instead of Oregon State the last couple of years independent schedule for baseball. And so now you get likes of Fresno State and San Diego State. And so
2-2, breaking ball, misses outside.
And matter of fact, in process of renovating Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, you know, they got a great donation.
Runner goes, ball escapes away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. Calling takes second, but so they are going to say he does steal second base. So walk by Thomas, but runners at first and second, not the way you want to start if you are Dez Ralls.
Yeah, so definitely the return of the Pac-12. So
and you have Fresno State,
yep.
But Dallas Baptist is probably the most intriguing team.
Yeah, it is.
On the baseball side in the Pac-12.
And then the strange thing about it is you got Gonzaga playing baseball and basketball, but they don't have football. So
first pitch finds the inside corner, strike
but
one.
It's going to be fun.
Brady Berry at the dish, reaching on base 2 times so far tonight. 1 for 2 with a walk. No balls, 1 strike. Dez Ralls glances at second base, works on that third base side of the rubber, and the strike 1 pitch. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Barry will be back playing football in the fall for Willamette. And so I was kidding him yesterday when I was talking to him. I found out what's his uniform number is going to be.
Bouncing ball gets away from Anthony Thomas Jr., skips across into the backstop, and on the top of the net,
And,
puts runners at second and third now.
He's going to wear number 88 for Willamette. And I said, what are you, a tight end now? He said, no, my favorite player is Michael Irwin for the Cowboys.
And that is BG Gold's favorite team, the Dallas
Yes.
Cowboys. Infield closed in for the Rogues. Runners at second and third. We are on the top of 6. Dez Ralls facing a little bit of adversity. Brady Berry, the batter. Kyle Linders waits on deck for Lydo's Lab. 2 balls, 1 strike. Off the end of the bat, picked up by the shortstop Macy. That is a foul ball, says the home plate umpire Joe Woodley. Count goes square at 2. This is a big sequence in the game here,
Yeah,
Beach.
it
You
is.
have runners at second and third. Calling at third base, Thomas at second. Brady Berry, the batter. Waits the 2-2 from Dez Ralls. Rogues trying to capitalize, try to get that first out in the inning. 2-2. Fastball misses outside at 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the Lab can also find a way to, you can definitely trade it out for a run. And the home plate umpire, Joe Woodley, pointing it towards the first base dugout.
No, I think there's the ball down the line.
Down the line on that first base side. One of the players gets it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Infield still closed in for the Rogues. Calling at third at Thomas at second base. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 3-2, line drive, left center field,
Holy
base
cow,
hit.
that's going to score 2.
1 run is in, 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single for Brady Berry, the Michael Irvin Player of the Year in Oregon. 2-run single for him. So the Lab extend their lead to a 4-run lead. It's a 7-3 lead for the Lab against the Rogues. So 1 on, nobody out. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Here is the right fielder, Kyle Linders. Dez Ralls can definitely turn 2 in this inning for the Rogues defensively. Scores for a bunt, pulls it back, is the lefty Linders. Right down the boulevard, strike 1. Beach, we talked about a little bit of everything. And it is the 1st of July, 4th of July coming up on Saturday. No balls and a strike. Slider misses outside of 1 ball, 1 strike. You were in the Northwest League for a lot of years. Favorite memory in the Northwest League on the 4th of July? Throws it back to first base. Barry gets back to the bag, standing up.
You know, we did have some great shows at Miles Field, but I would say one of the great ones was we were on the bus.
1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Coming back from, I think, Bellingham, near, to leave Bellingham, Washington for the nice little flight, drive home. And Lake Washington put on the greatest,
1-2.
fireworks,
out of the way.
Fireworks show, between Bellingham and Seattle. And, I mean, all the cars stopped on the highway and watched this phenomenal 4th of July show.
2-2. Called strike 3. Nasty pitch by Dez Ralls.
From on Lake Washington. So I would say that's my number 1.
First strikeout for Dez Ralls tonight. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the top of 6, 7-3 lead for the Lab. Here's the 3-hitter for the Lydo's Lab, James Collier, the first baseman. 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, fouls it off right side. There's always something about a baseball game on the 4th of July. There's just something about it. If it's a day game or a night game, we're going to have that night game for you on Saturday night, 6:35 first pitch against the Marysville Giants. 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show. Throws it back to first base is Dez Ralls. He gets back to the bag. Standing up is Brady Berry. But the crowd's into the game.
Yes.
A lot of excitement. The lights are turned on. And it definitely feels like that major league vibe. Strike one pitch, misses up and out.
It does.
And then you have to do a quick turnaround and play a doubleheader the next day against the Marysville Giants. 3:35 first pitch on Sunday. Ball and a strike from Dez Ralls. Breaking ball, clips the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Diego Grabiel, couple of steps in to right center. 1-2. Fouls it off right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. James tonight, RBI ground out, 5-3 in the first. Ground out to Nolan Donovan. Ground out to the second baseman, Bo Blake in the second. Grounded out to the third baseman, Nolan Donovan in the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, steps out of the batter's box. And Beach, what are you going to do for Saturday besides the baseball game for the 4th of July? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And the ball gets away from the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. Scooting the second base is Barry, so a stolen base. Is the Red Robin going to be open on the holiday?
I believe so.
2 balls and 2 strikes. A runner at second base now. It is Brady Berry at second base. James Collier still at the dish. Big pitch upcoming now for Dez Ralls, facing a little bit of adversity. What's that score to that A's game, Beach?
It's bottom of the 6th.
2-2 in the air. Right field tracking it down as Will Salahar. And lands just right of the line.
And the A's who had 6-1.
No, my folks are listening to the broadcast and they're watching the Dodger game. Little simulcast, little watching 2 games at the same time. Listening back in California. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. Sun's about to set on another beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Rogues trying to get out of this adversity. 2-spot put up currently in this top half of inning number 6. Dez Ralls trying to shut the door on this Lydo Lab squad. Barry's going to second base off the pass ball. Eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw over to third base. And the throw's not in time. Brady Berry steals third base, but back-to-back Ks for Dez Ralls. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the top of 6. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Labs. And if this has been an interesting one so far, Beej, you definitely know that this Rogue squad had a tough series over the weekend against good Healdsburg program. First pitch, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Aden Bowman's the batter. Reached on base twice so far tonight. 0 for 1 with the walk and an error. Hits that in the air, flares it out. Left field charging is Olsen. Olsen with the one-hand grab. Makes the grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs come across on 2 hits, no errors. 1 left. Brady Berry left on at third base. 2-run single off the bat from him. Makes it a 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. We head to the home half of inning number 6 right after this. Chanz Flores, Anthony Thomas Jr., Max Shabasteri do up. Lydo's Lab 7, Medford 3. BG Gold stays with us on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Lydo's Lab 7, Medford 3, bottom half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field alongside the Medford legend B.G. Gould. My name is Brian Welch. It's been a very interesting one so far at the ballpark. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Lab. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 error for the Rogues. First pitch to Chanz Flores, fouls it off right side, strike 1. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Rogues. Chanz Flores leads off the inning, followed by Anthony Thomas Jr. and Max Shaw-Basteri. And the Rogues going to try to find a way to chase out the reliever Kevin Carrieri. Southpaw works on that first base side of the rubber, and the strike 1 pitch. This is down and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chanz today has an RBI to his credit, but he's 0 for 2. Sac fly in the first, flied out to the right footer Leanders in the third. Ball and a strike. Fouls off the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And B.G. Gould with us on the Rogue Streaming Network on this Wednesday evening. B.G. will be with us tomorrow for the final game of this 2-game set. Lydo's Lab and the Medford Rogues tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch will get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Rogues offense have not scored since the 2nd inning. Chanz Flores fouls it off down the first base side. Will do it against a 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beej, you've been in that. I mean, you've been in baseball for a long time. How do you get the offense going once again?
Yeah, they have to. They just have to, maybe start playing small ball and get at least somebody on the base to get them around. But
and the pitch, called strike 3.
Oh, cow!
Chanz Flores goes back to the dugout. Joe Woodley did not do the traditional called strike 3 move. But it's a strikeout for the Rogues offensively. Not the way you want to start in the bottom half of inning number 6. Base is empty, 1 out. We're on the bottom of 6. Here's the catcher, Anthony Thomas Jr. for the Rogues. 0 for 2 so far this afternoon. And you think about what the Rogues have done so far. Since Kevin Carrieri has been on the hill, first pitch, slider finds the outside corner, strike 1. He has retired the last 7 batters in a row, Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Has his 4th K of the night so far in relief. Strike 1 pitch. Fouls it off left side quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes is Anthony. Anthony tonight grounded out to the first baseman Collier in the first inning and then popped out to the third baseman Lamont in the third. Carrieri from Forest Grove High School, the class of 2027. 0-2 pitch. Knuckles it in the air, softly, tracking it down as the new third baseman Crutcher. And Anthony Thomas Jr. pops out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 6. Rogues going in reverse. Here's the DH man for the Rogues, the most lethal hitter so far tonight, 2 for 2 at the dish. Actually, his double in his last at-bat forced the hand and chased Andrew Rodeman out of the game. Can he chase Kevin Carrieri out of this game right now? First pitch, fastball, elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. Beach, we talked about Miles Field, talked about the Beavers, Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. Former Rogue playing at Goss tonight. 1-0, hits that sky high in the air, drifting back as the center fielder Chambers circling to his left, makes the one-hand grab for out number 3, and that closes the book on the bottom half of inning number 6. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. B, do you want to stay for another inning?
You bet.
All right, 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab, and we go to the top half of inning number 7 right after this. Rogues offense going in reverse. Can the pitching staff keep the Lab in check? We shall see. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. A 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab in the top half of inning number 7 against the Medford Rogues. Rogues called to the bullpen once again on this Wednesday evening. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Kevin Olmstead and company gives the ball to Preston Daniels, the 4th pitcher used so far this season, this evening. And Preston Daniels takes over the reins from Dez Ralls. 2 innings on the hill, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. Preston Daniels, the Northern California native, just wrapped up his first year at Lynn Benton Community College. Faces Finn Chambers for the first time tonight, followed by Crutcher and Gino Humphreys. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Lydo Lab. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Medford Rogues on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Strike 1 pitch. Finds the bottom third quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Chambers tonight 1 for 2 with a walk. RBI singled and scored in the first. Struck out in the third. Drew a walk in the 5th. Was left stranded at second base. Swing and a miss. Got on the strike. Good pitch by Preston Daniels. First strikeout for Preston Daniels this evening. You like that from Preston Daniels. Good confidence built on the first batting series.
He did something this year that I don't think I've ever seen it since I've been part of the Rogues organization. At one time, he had pitched only 2 2/3 innings. Okay?
And this is, give you context, strike 1 pitch, ground ball, left side, takes it. He can't make the play as Nolan Donovan rolls into left field, and Crutcher gets aboard with a 1-out single. And this is during the Fresno A's series back in June.
And he not only picked off 1, but he picked off 3 guys off of first base in only 2 2/3 innings.
Beach, this is a good omen with a base runner on at first base.
Oh, yes, it is.
1 on, 1 out. Here's Gino Humphreys, the DH man tonight. 1 for 3 at the dish. Preston Daniels sets up on that third base side of the rubber. And it's how Kevin Olmstead talked about it in our one-on-one conversation after the craziness happened against the Fresno A's. Throw over to first base, and he hits the base runner, Crutcher. So, Crutcher was going to try to find a little bit. Crutcher was being checked down by the first base coach for the Lydo's Lab. Still waiting the first pitch from Preston Daniels. First one now. Fastball fouled off, right side, strike 1. And you think about, Kevin Olmstead was talking about this, Beach, in our one-on-one conversation, that he asked all the pitchers, do you have a pickoff move? And the only person that raised his hand was Preston Daniels. And they said, all right, we're going to see how that went. And 3 in a series against the Fresno A's, strike 1 pitch, and he hits the batter. So Gino Humphreys takes first base. So puts runners at first and second. So a hit by pitch on for Humphreys puts runners at first and second. Here's the catcher, Chase Calling. It was Crutcher who singled.
Yeah.
Humphreys with a hit by pitch. Now with 2 on, 1 out. Rogues can definitely turn 2 to get out of the inning. Preston Daniels gets a quick word of advice and a quick little, hey, got this from Anthony Thomas Jr. Pause the action brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vital pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Chase calling. Reached on base twice already in tonight's affair. Sets up on that third base side is Preston Daniels. First pitch. Fastball misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes.
And we've got a former Rogue playing at Goss Stadium tonight.
That's right.
Cody Nidowitz, who played for the Medford Rogues in like 2023 and 24, and currently up at University of Portland. And he wanted to play during the summer, so the Portland Pickles picked him up.
Portland Pickles, defending champs in the West Coast League last year, has the former Medford Rogue Cody Nidowitz with their squad. Portland playing Corvallis tonight. 2-0 pitch. Finds the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Calling the batter. Reached on a fielder's choice with a run batted in the first inning. Grounded out to the shortstop Logan Macy in the 4th. Singled and scored in the 6th. Runners at first and second. Crutcher at second base. Humphreys at first base. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball turns away. Misses up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's cool to see former Rogues play in different summer ball squads.
And
Cam Sewell playing for the Honkers in the Northwest League.
Yeah, matter of fact, he leads the Northwoods Leagues in home runs with 11.
3-1, fouled off behind the plate, and the count feels 3 balls and 2 strikes. So you have Cam Sewell playing in the Northwoods League. A couple of players playing. You have Jordan Marion playing for Ridgefield. You have
Troy Osborne playing for Walla Walla.
Ryan Severance.
Along with Ethan Buckley.
Gotcha. Steps out of the batter's box, is calling. Gets back in, waits for a 3-2 count. Crutcher at second base, Humphreys at first base. Ryan Severance at Corvallis. A lot of names you might recognize. 3-2, fouls it off. Good battle between Calling and Preston Daniels.
And we're talking about, the great wood bat leagues around the United States. Probably the one major one is the Alaskan League up in Fairbanks and Anchorage, Alaska. They play, and it's true, play baseball at midnight.
3-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the inside corner, calling down on strikes. Second strikeout for Preston Daniels this evening, and a crucial second out recorded in the top of 7.
And then the other crazy, wild one is the famous Cape Cod League back in Massachusetts, where they actually made a movie about that.
Summer catch.
Summer catch, yes.
First pitch, fastball, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Actually, my homework in the offseason was supposed to watch Summer Catch by order of Dave May.
Oh, okay.
No balls and a strike. Cam Thomas, the batter, the second baseman. Second baseman tonight. Runners at first and second. Strike 1 pitch, breaking ball. Wasn't for a strike on the top third. I'm trying to think. The last player to play on the Cape that played for the Rogues is Austin Smith.
Ooh, I believe so, yeah.
Played for Orleans in Massachusetts. No balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Preston Daniels. And he gets out of the jam. 3 outs via the strikeout. No runs, a hit, no errors. And 2 left. Crutcher left on at second base. Humphreys left on at first. And due up for the Rogues in the bottom half of it, inning number 7, Bo Blake, Nolan Donovan, and Diego Grabiel. B, do you want to stay for one more inning? Want to stay for one more half inning?
You betcha.
All right. Let's send it to Greg Roberts for the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it's root. Root for the Rogues. under your seat. See if you were selected as a winner for a free appetizer courtesy of Chadwick Sports Bar and Grill.
You know you make me wanna take my hands up and down, throw my hands up and down, throw my hands back and down. Come on now, don't forget to say you real. Don't forget to say say it right now, baby. Say you. Come on, say you. Say that you love me.
And of course, shout being played at Harry and David Field. Rogues like to shout in the bottom half of inning number 7. Rogues trail 7-3 against the Lydo's Lab, alongside with the Medford legend BG Gould. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Bo Blake leads off the inning, followed by Nolan Donovan and Diego Grabiel. They still face Kevin Carrieri, the reliever, out of the pen.
He looks very good. He looks very good.
Think about this. We talked about, Coach Kevin Olmsted and I are talking about, do you think about this? CCL Showcase came into town a couple of weeks ago. That's a job interview. This is the job interview for all these high schoolers. First pitch, the slider. Misses down low. 1 ball, no strikes. But you heard the song Shout Beach. That must bring back memories when they filmed Animal House way back in the day. 1-0, swing and a miss, strike one.
Back in Eugene, and they had a couple scenes at Autzen Stadium. The food fight was in the MU.
1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
And the
what's the MU?
The Memorial Union. And
okay.
The golf shot was behind the softball.
1-2. Line drive right to the shortstop, Barry. Bo Blake lines out for the first out of the inning.
Field onto Haywood Field. So, and the parade was in downtown Cottage Grove.
Bases empty, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 7. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues. Here's Nolan Donovan. Donovan tonight 0 for 2. Carrieri faces him for the second time tonight. First pitch, ground ball to the right side. Can't make the play. Second baseman Thomas and Nolan Donovan aboard with a 1-out single. Got to find a way to chase out the reliever Carrieri.
No,
nice
definitely.
Piece of hitting there.
Definitely.
1 on, 1 out. Here's the 8 hitter for the Rogues, Diego Grabiel, patrolling center field tonight. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues. It is BG Gould joining us on the Rogue Streamer Network. He'll be joining us tomorrow as well, and he'll be back to his regular scheduled programming with the stats and being the official scorer on Friday night against the Marysville Giants. Marysville will be coming here for the first time. First pitch, cues it, left field, a base hit for Diego Grabiel. So back-to-back singles for the Rogues offensively.
And I think second base. I think his parents and grandmother is down in that front row too. So
that's right. Gotcha. So 2 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 7. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Here is the right fielder, Will Salahar. Rogues trying to mount a comeback in this inning. This is a big one right now offensively.
We gotta get at least one.
Rogues have had 2 walk-off wins. I know it's too early to say, but you just gotta talk. You gotta bring it into fruition if you're the Rogues. First offering to the lefty. First pitch, chopper, foul, says the home plate umpire Joe Woodley. Strike 1. Runners at first and second. Nolan Donovan at second base. Diego Grabiel at first base. And is the Animal House movie on with a? Did their anniversary just pass for when they filmed it? I'm trying to think.
It could be close, yeah.
No balls and a strike upcoming to Will Salahar. Got on base with a walk at his first AB. Strike 1 pitch, ground ball to the right side, gobbled up by Thomas, underhands it over to second for 1. The throw to first by Barry, in time for 6-3 twin killing. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And we have, and 2 left. We have played 7 in the Rogue Valley. BG Gould is going to join us for 1 more inning. But the Rogues try to get some offense moving. Lydo's Labs leading on this Wednesday evening, 7-3. Game 1 of this 2-game set. Keep it here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Top half of inning number 8 from Harry and David Field. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues. 1-0 pitch, strike 1 pitch, misses down and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is Preston Daniels staying on the hill, taking on Brady Berry for the first time tonight. Chopper to the right side, takes it on a hop as Bo Blake, the second baseman. The throw to first base in time for out number 1. 4-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. BG Gould staying with us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Final inning for him. Beach, it is going to be, this is the first day in July, and with the season ended today, the Rogues would be on the outside looking in, but more importantly, still a lot of baseball to play. First pitch, strike to the two-hitter Kyle Linders, I should say. But this is kind of, these next couple of weeks are going to go by in a blink of an eye.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And before you know it, it's going to be end of July, and, kids might have to leave to go back to school. And before you know it, another season of Rogues baseball will be ending, and hopefully we can get into the league playoff. And I think they take the top 2 teams.
Top 2 teams play in the postseason. The second place team gets to host the first home game of the postseason. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball misses down and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kyle Linders has reached on base twice. Doubled and scored in the first. Drew a walk in the 5th, but was left stranded at third base. 3-1. Chopper up the ground ball up the middle. Base hit.
Yeah.
And Linders aboard with a 1-out single. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. A couple of games already have gone. 1 game has already gone final, and the Healdsburg Prune Packers dominating a 14-2 victory against the Marysville Giants. The Prune Packers improved to 8-2 in Pacific Empire League action. Marysville drops to 1-13. Currently in the bottom half of inning number 6, it was a 7-6 lead it was a 7-6 game between the California Tigers and the Lincoln Potters. Think about this, Beach. Lincoln 14, California Tigers 6. First pitch, breaking ball, finds the inside corner, strike 1. James Collier, the batter, has not reached on base yet, 0 for 4. Lincoln, led by head coach Eli Garcia in his second year. He'll be battling it out with Kevin Olmstead and company. Strike 1 pitch, line drive right to the third baseman. Donovan throws it over to first, doubles him up. 5-3 on the double play, and that closes the book on the 8th inning. How about Nolan Donovan at third base? No runs, a hit, no errors. Beach, you want to stay on for 1 more inning?
You bet.
1 more inning for BG Gould, home half of inning number 8. Can the Rogues capitalize off that momentum? 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Rogues. Logan Macy, Quentin Olson.
Got a new flamethrower.
And we'll talk about that new pitcher when we come right back after this for the Lydo's Lab, all pitching changes tonight and this season brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Labs. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Number 12, Logan Macy.
Bottom half of inning number 8 from Harry and David Field. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab against the Medford Rogues. BG Gould, Brian Witch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Logan Macy leads off the inning, and they face a new pitcher. First pitch fouled off, right side, strike one. The new arm is Jack Frischman. Jack Frischman got his one tosses in. Frischman, the righty out of Westland High School, the Lion out of the class of 2027. This pitching change tonight and this season brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Check swing, and he did go around on it, says the first base umpire, Tim Barrett, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Logan Macy 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch, and scored in the first, struck out in the second. Flied out to right field to Leanders in the 5th. Ground ball, slow roller towards short, gobbled up by Barry. The shortstop to throw to first in time. 6-3 on the ground out. Bases empty, 1 out, but a big play there by the shortstop, Barry Beach.
Great play by Mr. Barry, and he, like I said, when I first saw him play as a freshman, that he was playing for Sheldon High School. We were down in a tournament in Arizona with the South Medford baseball team, and I'm going, holy cow, he's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it was a good play there. 6-3 on the ground out. Bases empty, 1 out. We're on the bottom of 8. Here's the lefty, Quentin Olson. First pitch to him finds the outside corner, strike 1. Lydo's Lab 7, Medford 3. Bottom half of inning number 8. Rogues have gone backwards. 4-6-3 twin killing in the bottom half of inning number 7. Strike 1 pitch, swing and a miss on the slider. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes.
And I know the last couple days we've been off, but we also lost
2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Olson down on strikes.
We lost a couple players. They had to go back to school. Larson Costa, who was going to go to Eastern Illinois, and so he was a great ball player for us while we had him in camp.
And also a 15-game hitting streak.
Yep, 15. And so he had at least a couple home runs and a couple game-winning.
Against Healdsburg, my friend.
Yeah, game-winning shots, base hit. So he's going to be a fine ball player for Eastern Illinois.
1-1 fouled off to the screen, strike 2. And you think about it, Caleb Malloy's also going to be going to Eastern Illinois, and I did bring up the question. I said, is there talks of you guys sharing an apartment, being able to be roommates? He's like, we've actually thought about that. When Larson was here and we were talking about it during batting practice, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chanz Flores hits that in the air, right field. On the run is Leanders, the right fielder, makes the grab on the run for out number 3. And Chanz Flores flies out for the third and final out of the inning. Beach, always a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
BG Gould joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues go in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played 8 in the Rogue Valley. All Lydo's Lab on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. 7-3 Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Top half of inning number 9. They call to the bullpen for the Rogues. First time the Rogues get to see new pitcher for them. First time pitching at Harry and David Field this season. The 6'7", 250-pound righty Ethan Swenson out of Central Washington University gets his warm-up tosses in. And this pitching change this season is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Lab. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Rogues on this very interesting Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Rogues offensively have struggled a little bit, but you got to find a way to close the book on this 9th inning. And Ethan Swenson and Anthony Thomas Jr. talking about what to expect. The tall righty sets up on the first base side of the rubber, faces the cleanup hitter Kellen Bowman, followed by Finn Chambers and Grady and actually Crutcher. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. So Carlin Crutcher is in that 6th spot, replacing Wilmot at third base earlier in the game. No balls and a strike upcoming. Fastball, fouled off. Left side, quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Kellen Bowman tonight drew a walk in the first and scored, reached on air, but was caught stealing at third base. 0-2, misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, a pitch. 1-2, ground ball to the right side. Chanz Flores can't make the play. Bo Blake can't get the play either. Bounces into right field. A base hit for Kellen Bowman. Leadoff single for the Lydo's Lab. 1 on, nobody out. We are on the top of 9. 7-3 lead for the Lab. Here's the 5-hitter Finn Chambers. Has reached on base twice so far tonight. Swenson checks on the runner at first base. Bowman with a medium size lead. Flores holding the runner. First pitch has to duck out of the way as Chambers. 1 ball, no strikes. Flores holding the runner. Big lead for Bowman at first base. 1-0. Fastball lifted foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball and a strike. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Swenson glances at first base. Bowman at first base. Flores holding the runner. 1-2. Knuckles it in the air. Right field. Drops down for a hit right in front of Will Salahar. The throw over to second base. And it puts runners at first and second in the 9th inning. So 2 on, nobody out. We are on the top of 9. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Here's the third baseman, Carlin Crutcher. Lydo's Lab going to try to put a little bit more insurance on the Rogues. First one. Fastball misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Crutcher 2 for 2 tonight at the dish, taking over Lamont's role at third base. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch from Ethan Swenson. 1-0. Misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. All right. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch.
Guess what? I got a fever.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Bowman at second base. Chambers at first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses inside. And the count goes square. Swenson thought he found the right spot. Good job by Anthony Thomas Jr. trying to frame it up well. But umpire Joe Woodley did not want to get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch upcoming. Glances at second base and the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Crutcher down on strikes. First K for Ethan Swenson. Welcome to the Medford Rogues, Ethan. 2 on, 1 out. We are on the top of 9. Here's the DH man, Gino Humphreys. Has reached on base twice so far tonight. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Game 1 of this 2-game set. Game 2 tomorrow, 6:35. First pitch will get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. First pitch. Slider misses down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. It is a new batter in the DH role for the Lydo's Lab. That's Luke Lucas from Sheldon High School, class of 2028. Just 1-0. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sheldon in the Eugene area, the Irish. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, fastball, right down the boulevard, strike 2. Runners at first and second, Bowman at second base, Chambers at first base. They got a board of a pair of singles. 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Ethan Swenson. Crucial second out recorded. 2 up and runners at first and second, 2 outs. We're on the top of 9. Here's the catcher, Chase Collins.
Now batting the catcher, number 15.
Reached on base twice tonight. Goes for it. Ethan Swenson works against the righty calling. Works on that first base side of Swenson. Glances at second base in the pitch. First pitch. Fastball dots the inside corner. Strike 1. Calling tonight. Reached on an RBI fielder's choice in the first. Grounded out to the shortstop Logan Macy in the 4th. Singled and scored in the 6th inning. No balls, 1 strike. Answers at second is Swenson. The 0-1. Finds the inside corner, strike 2. Kind of a makeup call by Joe Woodley. Finds himself ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to Swenson. Runners at first and second. Works on that first base side of the rubber. Glances at second, the pitch. 0-2, called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ethan Swenson strikes out the side, and he had a little bit of damage he gave up in the first part of the inning, giving up a pair of singles, but answers with striking out the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Bowman left on at second base. Chambers left on at first base. We head to the home half of inning number 9. Can the Rogues get rowdy in the inning? Anthony Thomas Jr., Max Shabasteri, and Bo Blake do up. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Home half of inning number 9 from Harry and David Field. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Final call for the Rogues on this Wednesday evening. Rogues have had their moments throughout the whole entire evening, but can the Rogues walk it off for the third time in 2026? It's going to be interesting. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 to Anthony Thomas Jr. 0 for 3 so far tonight. Middle of the order due up for the Rogues. Anthony Thomas Jr. followed by Max Shabasteri and Bo Blake. This does not count towards the record or the stats. Strike 1 pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony today grounded out to the first baseman Collier in the first. Popped out to the third baseman Wilmont in the third, popped out to Crutcher, the new third baseman in the 6th inning. Hits down in the air, sky high, right field going back as Leaders can't make the play. That ball bounces all the way to the wall. Rounding first, digs for 2, might dig for 3 is Anthony Thomas Jr., and he gets to third base. It's a leadoff stand-up triple for Anthony Thomas Jr. It was lost in the lights, and the Rogues take full advantage of it. Rogues only 90 feet away from scoring. The Rogues have not scored since the 2nd inning. And a big hit off the bat from Anthony Thomas Jr. He was one of our guests for episode 10 of Plank Talk. Great conversation with the Fallbrook native, the king of avocados in Southern California. The Rogues are going to try to capitalize. First pitch to Max Shabasteri. Finds the outside corner, strike 1. And the Rogues are not happy about that strike call by Joe Woodley. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Stay tuned for the Rogues post-game show. Get a chance to listen to the highlights, get a chance to pick our player of the game, get you ready for tomorrow. But before we leave you, we'll get a chance to look at the standings and the out-of-town scoreboard. Called strike 3 on the top third. Shabasteri down on strikes. Second strikeout for Jack Frischman. It's 1 on and 1 out. You're on the bottom of 9. 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Here's Bo Blake, second baseman tonight for the Rogues. Great conversation with Eric Grabiel, Diego's dad. He was up in the press box. Great meeting him. First pitch, and turns away from and gets hit by the pitch is Bo Blake. Runners at the corners now, so a triple from Anthony Thomas Jr. and a hit by pitch by Bo Blake. Puts runners at the corners. 1 out. We are on the bottom of 9. We said in the commercial break, let's get rowdy. And the Rogues going to try to get rowdy, going to try to get some runs across. There's Nolan Donovan for his 4th at-bat of the evening. 1 for 3 so far tonight. Rogues have to have 4 to tie it, 5 to win it. And think about Nolan Donovan's walk-up song, The Eagles. Very good choice. First offering. Fastball. Finds the bottom third, strike 1. And that has been a strike so far tonight by Joe Woodley. Starting to get a little bit chilly at the ballpark. Everyone's wearing sweatshirts. We'll put the sweatshirt on during the Rogues postgame show. Sets up on that first base side, the Rubbers freshman. Strike 1 pitch. This is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony Thomas Jr. at third, Bo Blake at first base. The 1-1. Fastball. This is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And I think Diego's dad's leading the Let's Go Medford chant on that first base side. 2 balls and a strike. Right down the boulevard, strike 2. The count goes square. Two and 2. Fastball hits it in the air down the left field line, giving chase as Crutcher, the third baseman, and it lands just in the bullpen. We'll do it again. Freshman sets up on that first base side of the rubber, the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Jack Frischman this evening. So 2 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of the 9. Final hope for the Rogues now is Diego Grabiel, 7-3 lead for the Lydo's Lab. His family's in attendance on that first base side. First row, everyone's excited to see Diego with a crucial at-bat in the bottom half of inning number 9. Salahar waits on deck. First one. Fastball misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Diego tonight, RBI single in the second. Flied out to the center fielder Chambers in the 4th. Singled in the 7th. 1-0, bounces away from the catcher Collins, and going towards home plate is Anthony Thomas Jr., so a pass ball scores a run. Colling had to track that one down. Rogues get their first run across since the 2nd inning, and now the head coach for the Lydo Lab, Carson Lyden, steps out and has a conversation with the reliever, Jack Frischman. This pause, the action is brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Conversation concludes. 7-4 lead for the Lydo's Lab. Bottom half of inning number 9, game 1 of this 2-game set. We'll have game 2 tomorrow, 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. And Diego Grabiel had 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. Fastball clips the outside corner, strike 1. And the Grabiel faithful not happy about the strike zone dictated by Joel Woodley. The Diego Grabiel fan club on that first base side. 2 balls, 1 strike in the pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner. And the count goes square. Rogues down to their final strike on this Wednesday evening. Wind blown into the ballpark. Freshman shakes off the signal from Calling. Sets up on that first base side. Dills the 2-2. Fouls it off. Left side. We'll do it again. Diego steps out of the batter's box, walks around, gets back in the batter's box, faces a 2-2 count. Rogues going to try to work some magic. Down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2 fouls off the fastball, and we continue. Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, 2-2, hits that in the air, third to base side. Crutcher, the third baseman, going to give chase, makes the one-hand grab for out number 3. And the Lydo Lab takes game 1 of this 2-game set, 7 for the final. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Lab. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for your Medford Rogues. The Lab improved to 13-1 overall in the season this game, and tomorrow night's game does not count towards the official record for the Rogues in 2026. Once again, the final, Lydo's Lab 7, Medford 4. Hope you can stay tuned for the Rogues post-game show. That's coming up right after the break. Once again, Medford drops game 1, 7-4 against the Lydo's Labs. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Rogue CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue CN Medford Airport at roguecn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
tough one tonight at the ballpark. Medford drops game one of this two-game set to the Lydo's Lab. 7-4 the final from Harry and David Field. All right, everybody, my name is Brian Welch of the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Rogues postgame show. Rogues could not get their offense moving throughout the whole entire night. They did get a couple of runs across, but it was a tough one tonight at the ballpark. Take a look at the highlights, but before we take a look at the highlights, take a look at the final line score. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Lydo Lab. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Medford. Out of the gate in the top half of inning number 1, it was the Lab who put up a 4 spot in the inning. Rogues got a run across on a sac fly from Chanz Flores, driving in Logan Macy from third base. It was a 4-1 lead for the Lab. Top half of inning number 2, 1-2-3 went the Lab. Home half of the second, Rogues got a couple of runs across, and Diego Grabiel gets the second run across in the game with this hit.
1 ball, no strikes. Fastball to the right side. That's going to be a ground ball into right field. It goes. RBI single for Diego Grabiel. Max Chabascari scores from third base, and the Rogues only trail by 2, 4-2 against the Lydo's Lab.
In the next at-bat, Will Salahar, another run came in with this play.
No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch up coming from Rodman. Runner goes. Fastball escapes away from the catcher, Collins. Going from third to home as Diego Grabiel scores standing up. And it's a double steal that scores a run.
Rogues capitalized on that in the home half of the second. It was only a 4-2. It was a 4-3 lead heading into the third inning. It was Bowman who reached on air to lead off the inning for the Lydo's Lab. And then Finn Chambers found a little bit. It was on the other end of a strikeout from Aden Bowman.
And now he finds himself ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rogues looking to turn 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chambers down on strikes. First strikeout for Aden Bowman tonight.
And then in the next at-bat, how about this play to close the book on the inning?
First pitch, runner goes, fastball upstairs, a throw to third base, and the tag is in time! Anthony Thomas Jr. guns down Bowman at third, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and
that was a big hit. That was a big defensive play. And, of course, Anthony Thomas Jr. learning from the best. Chris Ortiz, who does that well throughout the whole entire season. And the Rogues are going to try to capitalize on that in the home half of the fourth. They had a base runner on with Max Chabascari, got the third base, was left stranded. In the top half of the fifth, the Rogues gave up a run from the Lab. The Lab scored a run in the 5th inning. And then in the bottom half of the 5th inning, the Rogues went in order 1-2-3. 2 runs came across the top half of inning number 6 for the Lydo's Lab. Bottom half of inning number 6, Rogues went in order 1-2-3. Top half of inning number 7, a couple of strikeouts by Preston Daniels. And then only a couple of base runners on of Cruncher at second base and Lucas at first base. Excuse me, the bottom half of the 7th, the Rogues turned into a 4-6-3 twin killing. Close the book on the bottom half of inning number 7. Top half of inning number 8. How about this double play from Nolan Donovan?
Kevin Olmstead and company. Strike 1 pitch. Line drive right to the third baseman. Donovan throws it over to first. Doubles him up. 5-3 on the double play, and that closes the book on the 8th inning. How about Nolan Donovan at third base?
B.G. Gould on the call with me as well. And in the bottom half of the 8th, the Rogues are going to try to capitalize, but could not get. They went in order 1-2-3. Top half of inning number 9. Ethan Swenson making his debut in a Medford Rogues uniform in relief. Gave a pair of singles from Bowman and Chambers, and then struck out Cruncher, struck out Lucas, and how about this play to close the book on the inning?
Works on that first base side of the rubber. Glances at second, the pitch. 0-2, called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ethan Swenson strikes out the side, and he had a little bit of damage he gave up in the first part of the inning, giving up a pair of singles, but answers with striking out the side. No runs.
And that was what the momentum the Rogues needed to go into the bottom half of inning number 9. Anthony Thomas Jr. had his 4th at-bat of the night. Previously, he was 0 for 3. And how about Anthony Thomas Jr. answering the call tonight?
Lamont in the third popped out to Crutcher, the new third baseman, the 6th inning. Hits down the air, sky high, right field going back as leaders can't make the play. That ball bounces all the way to the wall. Rounding first, digs for 2, might dig for 3 is Anthony Thomas Jr. And he gets to third base. It's a leadoff stand-up triple for Anthony Thomas Jr.
Rogues capitalize on the play with Anthony Thomas Jr. coming around and score, but that was not enough. Rogues fall 7-4 to the Lydo Lab. Lydo's Lab improves to 13-1 overall in the season. Tonight's game and tomorrow night's game does not count towards the regular season record and the stats for the Medford Rogues. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and before we even do that, let's pick our player of the game. Tough one tonight at the ballpark, trying to bounce back from a tough weekend and a competitive weekend throughout the whole entire 3 games against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. But a guy who stood out to me, a guy who went 2 for 4, Max Shabasteri, had a single and a double. Anthony Thomas Jr. provided a little bit of life in the 9th inning with that leadoff triple. He had a hit tonight, but his family's in town till Sunday. Got a chance to meet with our player of the game during a commercial break. Diego Grabiel is our player of the game, going 2 for 4 at the dish. His support system here in the Rogue Valley will be here tomorrow. Hopefully see you there at the ballpark, 6:35. But Diego Grabiel, the Santa Cruz native, is our player of the game, going 2 for 4 at the dish tonight. RBI single for him and a single in the 7th inning. And the Rogues look to get themselves back to their winning ways unofficially tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch, get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Now let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and the standings. That is brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. A couple of games currently going on, but currently are wrapping up. Actually, a couple of games that are wrapping up now. Only game that's gone final is the Healdsburg Prune Packers Marysville Giants game. Prune Packers pack the Giants back to Marysville, 14-2 the final. Prune Packers playing some good baseball since playing up here in the Rogue Valley. Currently in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's a 17-6 lead for the Lincoln Potters. They were struggling over the weekend. They were swept in the 2-game set against the Humboldt Crabs down the road at the Arcata Ballpark. And speaking of the Humboldt Crabs, they are on the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 13-2 lead for the Crabs against the Bay Area Force. So at the standings, only one game going on in the standings currently. It was one game that's already in the books. Healdsburg's top of the league. They are 8-2. Humboldt is 7-2. Lincoln 6-4. They're in 3rd place. Medford have a couple of off nights. Well, I mean, not non-league nights. They're 5-4. They'll resume Pacific Empire League action on Friday night against the Marysville Giants here at Harry and David Field. West Coast Kings are 5-6, tied with the Solano Mudcats, and the Marysville Giants are in the basement. They are 1-13. But a tough one tonight at the ballpark. Rogues look to regroup and fight once again tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch will get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. But for everyone that has put this broadcast together, special thanks to BG Goulden for joining us a little bit tonight. He'll be joining us tomorrow. And for everyone that has put this broadcast together, Brian Wout saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Repeating the final score from Harry and David Field. Lydo's Lab take game 1 at 7-4, the final against the Medford Rogues. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. So long